Hey, what's good, what's good, what's good? Welcome to Reflections of a DJ, the R.O.A.D podcast, presented by DJ City. I'm one of your hosts, DJ Crooked. We got my man, DJ Never.
Yeah, what up, y'all?
We got D-Miles finally back in town.
Yo.
Your ass is all fixed.
Man,
they repaired your ass and everything's all good with your ass right now? Yes?
Kinda.
Yeah? It's still in repairs?
Still taking the hot baths.
Jesus Christ. And then we got Jamie the Great.
Yeah.
And yo, we got one of LA's finest here in the building. We have DJ Dynamix. What's good, brother?
Yo, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, man. And actually, congratulations on order because you made the Red Bull finals.
Yeah.
For again,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
It's your
yeah,
fifth
yeah.
time, right?
This is my fifth time.
Yo,
In a row?
No, not in a row. I did 2011, 2012, 2015, and last year. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're like a super senior.
I know, man. I
Which
feel
one was your
old,
favorite
man.
finals so far yet?
Favorite finals. Okay, so 2011 we did Vegas. Yeah.
I remember that. Is that Lavo, right? Was that Lavo?
It was,
I think so,
It was,
yeah.
It was inside. I
Or
thought
was
it
it-
That
Rain.
wasn't a. That wasn't.
Oh,
That was
Palms.
a
That was at
regional.
the Palms.
That was a regional. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
the regional was So the U.S. finals was at Rain, I think.
Yeah, it was at Rain. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Shit, man. So fifth time, right?
Yeah.
How's the competition this year?
Oh, it's cool.
Who's
It's great.
Who's your biggest competition, man? Who would you? Who
I would say
consider?
Chris.
Chris
yeah,
Villa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris is definitely like the superstar on the panel for sure.
So you think you got the chops this year?
Yeah.
How was it? I mean, I want to know what's going to be different in year 5 of you.
Because
you've been a finalist,
No,
what?
man, I've been like.
This is your fifth
finalist
time
for
being a
sure.
finalist.
Yeah, it's my fifth time being
the
a
U.S.
finalist.
finalist.
Yeah.
So you got it. Are you going to do it again if this doesn't work out?
Are you hanging up the jersey?
Yeah, I'll probably move on, do something else.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, I'd be like, all right, cut out for this. Let me
Nah,
put out a record.
So
or
you're gonna
something
make
like that.
you're gonna make this happen, right? Over the years, though,
Yeah.
are you gonna tone down the tone play?
Yeah, we're probably. Yeah, let's find
What are some
something
of the
new.
trends? I want to know what are the trends. Like, what are the DJ style, DJ battle trends that y'all been going through over the years?
Not much, man. So I did tone play in 2000. I did tone play out here in Vegas, 2011.
2011.
Damn.
Yeah, and that was like the first year I did it, man. And the reaction in LA was nuts. And then I was like, but I thought I had to come up with a whole new so I made a whole new routine for Vegas, but it wasn't as strong as my LA one.
Yeah.
So you're saying you could have done the same one?
No, just not the exact same routine. I could just take like the best parts of it and then kind of build off of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shit, I want to see what's good, man. So wait, did you have to qualify for this, or they?
Yeah, man. There's no like shoe in.
So where was the qualifying shit?
You just put up your video, 1 minute audition.
Oh, okay.
it's
It
just,
wasn't like a
same across the
competition.
board.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's like you have a 1 minute audition, and then like all the past world champs.
Is there
gotta pick
anyone
it out.
else that we should be keeping an eye on
I like
besides Chris Villa?
Yeah, I like that kid Shane. Shane's a lazy boy. That dude's crazy.
Lazy boy
creative.
from where?
From
U.S.
San Francisco.
San Francisco?
Yeah.
All those
Yeah.
San Francisco dudes.
I know. Yeah.
They all go to the same school, man. They breed them all the same over there.
All of that shit. So you're over here with your stepdaughter, yes?
Yeah.
So we have to
It's
watch
okay.
our curses.
No.
We gotta.
No
She's in
pauses.
high
She's in high
No
school.
pauses.
It's not like
Chill out with
they
the
don't
pause.
curse in high school.
She's probably
right?
heard it all by.
There has to be like an educational.
You guys
like,
seen
like a curve to everything, no? Like it has to come back to being some type of
Yeah,
like a learning
positive.
situation.
Yeah.
You know? Like what did we learn from this
Lesson here
situation?
is-
Yeah, what was the lesson involved?
We was already cussing at her age.
Yeah.
What,
Listening.
how old are you now? 14? But she's not
Yeah.
driving, so never we good.
I know. Right? For now.
We can still get a license before her.
I know.
That's still possible, yo.
Please,
You know what I'm saying?
please.
It's got time. Yeah, you just gotta get it.
You know?
time.
So you listen to this podcast?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah?
We listen to it a lot in the car. Like sometimes I'll play it when I'm picking her up from school. She got to listen to like Tina on here talking about
Tina
like,
T, okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
being like a
Foster
foster
mom.
parent.
Do you want to be a DJ or no? Are you interested?
She wants to make beats.
Ooh.
Shit, production?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the lane.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Especially for kids, I feel like that's their thing.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
It's like making music is huge. Yo, like even the Goldie submissions, mad production.
Just pads?
All
Yeah, all the
auditions,
production
You know
shit.
what I mean? Like probably a fraction of DJ entries when it, you know what I mean when it comes
So-
to Goldie competition.
So it's like more, the Goldie competition, was it more like of the, what was that dude that used to do that shit on the MPC all the time?
like Like,
I know you're talking about
A-Rab.
A-Rap.
Yeah, is it a
yeah.
lot of A-Rab shit? A-Rab music stuff?
Nah, because it's just like it's music production in general. So it's like sometimes cats are just playing stuff off their laptop. Some people are bringing analog gear and using like synth.
Yeah, I saw a girl play the beat off her iPhone. I was like, okay.
For real.
But Buck came in and he like was using turntables and a machine and like he just went off.
Buck is nasty.
Yeah.
Buck Rogers?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Buck
shout out to
Rogers.
Buck Rogers. We actually tried to get him on here, but it was like fucking plane delays and flight
Oh
delays.
damn.
So you guys are in town for Life is Beautiful.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
popping
yeah.
right now this weekend.
Yeah.
And you saw Billie Eilish.
Eilish.
Yeah.
Eilish? Billie Eilish? All right.
And she said Chance the Rapper.
And Chance the
Chance.
Rapper? How was Chance?
Yeah.
Right.
It's all right.
Billie Eilish is winning with the kids right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
She reminds me of Fiona Apple.
You serious?
Oh.
She
Yeah.
kind of remind me of Avril Lavigne.
No.
The punk, her attitude, like kind of like punk rockish.
She's very
I guess.
darker than Avril Lavigne.
She's
Yeah,
like
she was
a
darker.
she's like a hype beast. Yeah, she's
Fiona
like
Apple
a hype
was-
beast Fiona Apple. Like if Fiona Apple was a hype beast.
Yeah.
You know about Fiona Apple? You know. I bet you if you checked out her shit, you would like it though. It's like
Yeah.
the same thing. Obviously, the beats are
Yo,
totally
her
different.
music
Language.
knowledge is
Language
crazy.
crooked.
Yeah.
Language.
I know.
Yeah.
I gotta try. It's not my
Remember,
kid.
we
It's not my kid.
I bet you if you check out her
Yo,
shit.
what was the first like album you bought when you were a kid?
Limb Biscuit,
You bought Limp Bizkit?
the
Okay.
Starfish one,
Okay.
My
Limp
first.
Bizkit was your first album that you bought?
with the parental advisory. Yeah.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
okay.
With my own money, my first was Above the Rim soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah. 94.
Yeah.
I had the Outcast one, but that one was like ripped. Like I ripped that from my friend, but
What, ATLians?
yeah.
Okay.
I think mine was like
ATL.
De La Soul.
Mine's is Run DMC
Yeah.
debut
Yeah.
album.
Oh, so you guys are like a lot cleaner than us. Like I had Doggy Style, I had Dog Food.
Yeah.
I remember playing that in the car.
Yeah.
Mom was like, "What are you listening to?" And I was like, "Oh, sorry, that's the wrong track."
Oh shit! You know what? To be honest, I guess it was NWA, straight out of Compton.
Yeah.
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 Dang.
Tape.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah.
But it was I didn't buy it. My boy, it was getting passed around on a school bus,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
and they're like, "Yo, Crook, check this out." And I was like, "What is that?" And they're like, "It's NWA. Check it out."
Yeah.
And it was so like explicit. They were just passing it around.
No,
Like,
it was.
yo, now
I think
they
it was
check
just
out.
like
You
that.
listen
It was,
to
it was like that in New York when that album first came out. It was like so explicit.
Yeah.
That's why everybody was like checking it out. It was like, yo, they cursing and all this.
Wait,
shit.
was
Yeah.
it one
I
CD
wanna-
being passed around among
It
all
wasn't
your
CD.
friends?
It was a
It was
tape.
cassette tape.
Oh,
It
tape.
was like a bootleg too.
It was that and the Easy E because they both came out
Yeah.
around the same time.
So, but it was
But
one
I
being
didn't-
passed around.
Yeah. It was
Oh,
one
shit.
tape. It was a one tape. So like we all had Walkmans, and they were passing the Walkman. I mean the tape around.
Yeah.
And it somehow came to me, and they were like, and it was actually my boy Marcus. He was like the only Mexican dude in our class, and he was like, "Yo, check it out." And I was like, "What is this?" He's like, "Yo, just listen." And I listened to it, and I was just like shocked. Like, I
Dope,
was
man.
like,
Dope,
yo.
man.
It was like some crazy, like I never heard no shit like that in my life.
Yeah.
Damn, you feel like dirty and shit listening to it. Like I gotta take a shower.
I was just like,
This is
yo,
crazy.
they're saying the N word, they're saying motherfucker, they're saying fuck the police. What? Like,
Oh,
who
yeah,
says
yeah,
fuck
yeah,
the
yeah.
police?
They're
Like,
it was.
I was
Degrading
like
women.
crazy, yo.
So yours was Doggy Style Dynamics?
Yeah, Doggy Style. I think was the first tape, and then
Yeah.
I got
And Dog Food.
Yeah, Dog Food and All Eyes on Me.
So you bought
Yeah.
Doggy Style before you bought the Chronic.
Yeah, I'm still a bigger fan of Doggy Style
Really?
over Chronic.
Mm.
Yeah, to this day, I just feel like Dre had mastered everything by the time he got to Snoop, and like just Snoop's flow over Dre's production
It's a great album.
was just perfect.
But
Yeah,
that wasn't
man,
all Dre's
that's
production though,
super
right?
Classic. No, it was Daz. You're
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Daz did
Mhm.
production on there.
He
Daz
probably-
is super slept
Yeah,
on as a
definitely.
producer for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it underrated? Everyone knows that shit is a classic though. Like,
Well, even
No,
the
but-
stuff you
no.
did on All Eyes on Me.
He's saying Daz as a producer.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
oh,
yeah.
I was about to say the
Oh.
Snoop Dogg
Oh, no,
album.
no, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Doggy
that's
Style's
his
But you're
production.
from Dynamix. You're from LA, right?
Yeah. Born and raised Echo Park. Yeah.
Echo
Yeah,
Park.
gang,
What's
gang.
up, man?
Silver Lake all day. Echo Park.
Is it that bad over there?
You know how we do it. It used to be really bad, especially in his
Yeah, I
area.
had friends get robbed coming over at my house. Just
Back in the
off-
day?
off the bus stop. Yeah.
Who would they get
yeah.
robbed by?
EXP,
Yeah.
What's
probably
EXP?
gangsters.
Echo Park gangsters. They were like,
Were they Mexican?
there was
Were they-
Mexican.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was any
Dynamics. What's your background?
Filipino.
Filipino.
Yeah.
AKA
So I
Mexican.
didn't know like.
I mean, you could pass for Mexican.
Yeah, he
kinda.
could.
Yeah.
Filipinos and Mexicans are really close.
Yeah.
I agree.
Especially out there. Like growing up out there, like we all ran together. So
You knew the
Yeah.
slangs and
Yeah.
A little bit.
Were you gangbanging a little bit?
Nah, man. So here's the thing, like, by the time I started going to school and stuff, it was like the older heads that are like 2 to 3 years older, everybody was kind of like forced into that almost. It was like, yo, if you're not in it, you're going to get jumped or whatever.
Yeah.
But for us, it was like, it wasn't cool for us anymore, right? And so, like, we'd all be
why wasn't it
hanging out.
cool for y'all? Because y'all started seeing people getting locked up and shit?
Yeah, I guess it just kind of like skipped over. Like that whole like wanting to be in a gang thing just wasn't cool by the time it got to us. Like we weren't.
That was still cool when I was my age.
I feel like he was doing some nasty, some dirty ass shit though. You were like stealing hubcaps or something. No?
Yeah.
Were you stealing like spray
No,
cans?
you know what? Because my mom was a teacher in the neighborhood.
Oh.
So like, I think that helped me get a pass too. I remember like I was throwing like a house party and gangsters from across the street came over and they're like, "Yo, we're not gonna cause no trouble, but if anyone comes here that we don't like, we're gonna kick them out." I was like, "All right, it's fine."
Because your mom's was in the school?
But yeah, and they liked my mom as a teacher, so I got a pass.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kind of sort of like, oh, you're,
I
That's
know,
crazy
I
to
know
hear.
exactly
That's
what
cool.
gang was there because he went to Mayberry and there's only one gang around there that's outside of Echo Park. But yeah,
That's EPX?
EXP.
No. XP was down the street. Yeah.
That's crazy to hear you say it almost like skipped a generation.
Yeah,
The
right?
game banging.
Yeah, it
'Cause
was
it
a
was
trip
not like
because
that.
like all of us as a crew, we'd all hang out, right? But our older brothers like didn't get along.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Damn.
No, it was still
That's weird.
It was still kind of like hood when I was like 13, 14, around that 2003,
Yeah.
2004. But it was like, yeah.
But it wasn't like a lifestyle that
It
you
was
had
no.
to
It
be a
kind of
part
faded out because
Yeah.
when we went from middle school to high school, I was like, "Yo, where's so and so? Where's so and so?" He's like, "Oh, he's doing time because they did like they jacked the car, or whatever
Yeah.
the fuck."
But not like there were no gangsters around. Like, yeah, we had homies that were, part of hoods and stuff like that. But it wasn't like, it just wasn't as sensationalized as it was, I guess, for the
In the
older
90s and
generation.
shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it was still some.
Yeah.
So now Echo Park is known for like having good ramen and good Thai food, right?
Yeah.
And a good
It's like
pizza
Hipster
spot.
Central, like get your
Echoplex.
flannels
Yeah.
at the swap meet in Echo Park. I don't know.
Yeah. Echoplex, all that shit. That's
Wait,
what all
so
the
I
hipsters
want to
went.
know when the gang shit just started. It was when people were getting locked up?
For me, it was 2005, 2006 is when it started fading out for me, for my generation. I don't know.
2005, that late?
2005, 2006.
Nah, it had happened earlier than that, nah?
I grew up and I went into sports. I stopped
Yeah.
hanging out with the gangsters and the drug dealers.
Did game kind of reinvigorate the gang shit a little bit?
That was 04, 05. So it was still kind of alive. It was commercialized more around that time. So that's why kind of maybe I got the last of it because of that push. Because a lot of people were wearing red because of him.
because of game?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of bloods in that area.
A lot of, I just think everyone was wearing Black Wall Street and all his gear and even his shoes, the Hurricanes, they were all red. So it was like,
I really want to know why the Bloods get more media coverage and more press and more marketing than the Crips.
Oh yeah,
I don't know. I don't understand it.
I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
but it used to be the Crips game more
Well,
Before with, like,
promo.
Snoop, right?
In the 90s,
I
you
feel
had
like
like MCA.
More rappers came out as bloods. Could it have been that?
I think it was when Lil Wayne came out as a Blood, Jim Jones came out as a Blood. The
But how
game
did that
changed.
branch off? How did they branch off? Like, how did
But
the
even
Blood's
Bloods...
got
before
like
then-
a PR department.
Yeah, like how come the Crips didn't like even now,
Crips
like
did- nah, they
even
not
now,
saying
right?
that.
Even now in
Yeah.
New York, right? It's all like Bloods that you hear about.
Yeah.
You don't really hear about Crips and shit out there, man.
No. I mean, in the early 90s, you had MC8.
Yeah.
He was a Crip.
You had Snoop,
Yeah, Snoop.
Snoop,
Daz
Daz
and Corrupt.
right?
I
The
mean, Cube was nice. Well, Dub C.
Dub C was a Crip.
You got some more local guys that were Crips.
The only
but-
Bloods I knew was like Mag 10,
yeah, Mac 10,
Suge Knight and his people.
DJ Quick.
DJ Quick.
Yeah.
DJ Quick, yeah.
He
And
was a
that's about
big
it.
blood from Compton.
Warren G.
He
was
No,
he wasn't
Warren
really gang
G-
affiliated.
He was in gang.
Nah?
I don't think.
He's
so.
Him
Long
and Nate
Beach.
Dogg were just chilling, yeah. They were not gang affiliated like that. But yeah. It used to be a lot of Crips, now it's a lot of Bloods.
Yeah, I don't
Even
understand
now.
how the branch out happened. Like, that's kind of...
I think it was Suge, man.
Yeah.
I think it happened with Suge. Because I think he had ties. Because remember he was starting that Death Row East?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That had to be blood related, bro.
I agree.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like he started bringing wouldn't you say Death Row and Suge probably were making the most money for Bloods like in the entertainment business?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I think it branched off to movies. He started getting contacts.
I mean, it's all in the Defiant Ones thing on HBO. Like he was really in that with Jimmy Iovine. That was like his right guy.
Yeah. So he was getting all of those contacts and just
Like
spreading the blood
Viacom
shit.
and all that
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
I think that has to do with that shit. But
Warner, all that shit.
I don't know. Crips got to step it up a little bit.
I know, and I was gonna say the second wave that is now, I think is Lil Wayne, YG, because YG's tagline is 400.
Yeah.
That's like that's blood all across the the tagline. So it just I don't know that, and then Cardi B and all the new stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying Cardi B's a blood.
Yeah, you don't hear that.
We cannot say that.
Yeah,
She's
can't
a
say
blood,
that.
man.
Allegedly, we cannot.
Somebody
blood,
said it.
Blood affiliated.
She
Let's put
hangs
it like
out
that.
with a few people that like the color
Well, how do
red.
y'all feel about this 6ix9ine shit that's going on? The fucking
It's
testimony.
fucking crazy.
Yo,
to me,
he's-
bro.
What do you guys? Are you guys shocked? I'm not shocked by that shit.
I'm not.
I'm shocked of how much shit he's saying. Is what I'm shocked of.
I'm shocked that he ratted on rappers like rappers that don't even have nothing to do with him.
Like,
Yeah.
why is Jim Jones in this fucking
Yeah.
conversation? Jim
Who else
Jones
did
of
he
all
did-
people.
I can understand Casanova because he had beef with him.
Yeah,
right?
Casanova.
But they squashed that beef.
Yeah, they did a song together.
I mean, freedom is freedom. Like you're gonna fucking rat on whoever you do.
Cardi B is in the situation.
Yo, freedom was on the line. I might rat on you, man. I might. Never was a blood. So wait. Yeah, Jim Jones. Jim Jones
Jones.
came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that wasn't.
And he
I
called
wasn't
him a
expecting that.
retired rapper. That was fucked up.
I mean,
He just dropped
yeah,
something
he's
not
not
long
a
ago.
I mean, who else was there?
He mentioned Cardi B,
Yeah.
Cardi B, yeah.
Trippie Redd.
Trippie Redd, yeah, it's known blood.
Yeah, but him and Trippie Redd got beef, so I'm not
They
surprised.
have personal.
said
That's not that bad.
Yeah.
Oh, Academics.
Academics is a blood.
No, he snitched on him that he said that he was trying to manage somebody from Treyway Gang or some shit like that. So yeah, he snitched on his own homie.
I mean, it's freedom, bro.
Trying to get out. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, but even if he gets out, he can't go anywhere.
Yeah, but that was my question. He can't have a rap career. He has to go to witness protection, right?
It has to.
Yeah.
Man.
Have we ever seen a rapper go through this before, where they like had to snitch on somebody and go into like witness protection?
No.
I've never
Nah,
seen that
man.
before.
That's like some Goodfellas shit, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. That's like fucking Ray
What's it?
Liotta.
Henry Hill.
I mean, we've seen the opposite where rappers do time because they don't snitch. We've
Yeah.
never seen, motherfuckers
But
snitch.
Suge was like accusing Snoop, wasn't he? Before.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was kind of like.
Yeah.
Putting
I feel like
that
he
out
should
there
try
a
to throw
little bit.
Snoop under the bus a
Yeah,
little bit.
for sure.
But
Of course.
we've never seen anyone snitch like this before.
Nah. I mean, he probably.
He's over though. Like, where's he gonna? He has
How-
to. They have to move him to
Yeah,
some
man.
like Wisconsin.
He
or
has to
something,
cut
right?
his hair. He just have to like. He might have to get like a
Dude,
plastic
facial
surgery.
reconstruction.
Change his beat.
tattoo removal like a motherfucker.
Well done,
or
man.
he has to wear makeup.
He can't go nowhere.
But yo,
Yeah,
that
he-
face.
That face is not going anywhere.
He can, man. He got
And his voice.
Do something
Yo, if
with
I was
that
working at a diner and I saw that face walk in, I'd be like, yo,
Sticky with the blicky.
shit. Check, please. Let me get the fuck out of here.
I had the iPhone out quick. I'd be snapping pictures, yo.
Yo, 6ix9ine. Treyway.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what is that? What's the after for this? Nothing.
Nothing, man. It's just a
There's
rap
no coming
man.
back.
How's the West Coast? I feel like the East Coast, the New York motherfuckers, are a little embarrassed, right?
Yeah, I feel like that also.
Like,
Man.
because they were kind of.
I feel like the West Coast is kind of happy. It's like, yo, go. It's like kind of enjoying.
We're laughing at y'all.
Yeah.
Oh,
West Coast is like y'all.
No, but the East
Y'all
Coast.
New York motherfuckers, y'all don't know how to do this gang shit.
Y'all new to this shit.
They're like y'all motherfuckers are a mess over there in New York.
Snitching.
Nah,
everybody.
Snitching on each other.
I feel like more so they probably just turned their back on him. Like, yo, we done with you, man.
Why
Like,
didn't
you
nobody
a joke.
learn from Cameron, man?
What happened with Cam?
He never snitched. Remember that one interview?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened? What are you talking about?
He got
This is a
shot.
long time ago.
Oh, that's right.
He did some shit
Yeah.
on 60 Minutes.
Yeah,
But he said he would never snitch on anyone.
yeah. And he would like the interview was keep trying to get it out of him. He was like, "I'm not saying you're not gonna tell the cops who shot you, even though you know who
but
shot you."
he got shot. He got
Because there was
carjacked or some shit like
speculations
that.
that people were saying it was like Jay-Z that kind of had some involvement, right?
I don't know about Jay-Z.
I don't know
Or
if
somebody
Jay-Z-
from Rockefeller, like, after they whole split, he was dissing Jay-Z, and then he got shot, and then people kind of speculated maybe.
Yeah, but he said, yeah, he wasn't snitching.
Yeah.
He even said like if his neighbors got robbed or got killed and he saw who did it, he would never snitch.
I just got. I don't understand the gang shit in New York. I want to know what big business is popping and what it has to relate to do, like how it relates to Bloods and Crips in New York. That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
I just for
I
me,
mean, what
I
you
just-
know now is Treyway was like one of the first to like incorporate the entertainment business into the gang life in New York.
I mean, I think YG is as much to blame for like advertising gang life.
Yeah.
Hey, don't blame it over here. Keep it on that side.
I just think
Your
it's
dumbass friend didn't know how to do this shit right. God damn it.
yo, man.
I thought it was a school of hard knocks up there.
These New York motherfuckers. I think this gang shit is just new for these New York motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like, this is like
Foreign.
YG does glamorize it, but for whatever reason, the Crips don't. I don't know, because even Nipsey, he was a well-known Crip, but it wasn't glamorized for some reason. Even OT Genesis,
But that wasn't
it's
his,
not,
like,
yeah, like
that
it wasn't his
thing.
MO, right?
Yeah.
I mean, even
no, it's more
when
about
he had to
business.
deal, when Nipsey had to deal with Reebok, he declined to permit that one shoe to come out because it said "Rich Rolling" in the back, and that's a Crip thing. So it was just like,
But YG didn't stop his shit. Didn't he have some gang shit on his sneakers?
I think it just said like 400 or some shit. I can't recall.
400 is like the
The
gang
rolling,
shit.
rolling
Yeah.
400.
No, it's not rolling 400.
I don't know.
That sounds like a good ass beer, right?
Yo, can I get 2 rolling 400s? Yeah,
That's
sure.
right.
Off the tap, yeah.
This just goes to show. Yo, me and Never should never talk about
I
gang
know. That's
shit.
why I'm keeping quiet on this shit because I don't know what the fuck.
I'm fascinated.
I just know what I see on TV. Honestly, I don't know.
I'm fascinated, and I don't like all these OGs being like, "Yo, man, you motherfucker snitch, motherfucker snitch." Like, what did you expect from that kid? That kid didn't. He wasn't a gangster. He was
22 years old or some shit.
It has nothing to do with the age. I don't think it has anything to do with the age. I think it has to
does.
do with the person.
And
Because there's some gangster ass, probably 19-year-olds that would
Oh, yeah.
scare
Oh,
the fuck
no,
out
no.
of me.
But he didn't come up in that life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he wasn't living that
That's
life.
what I'm
yet.
saying, like,
he was a
he
Tumblr
wasn't-
kid. He was a cool, he was like
Dude, are
famous
you
off
kidding
Tumblr.
me, man? Growing up, there were some crazy 16-year-olds. When I was in high
Yeah.
school, I'd be like, yo, I ain't fucking with him.
16 shit.
He was 13
Even,
year old.
even younger than that. Shit.
So I'm just saying, like, he just wasn't one of those motherfuckers.
He wasn't.
And he was on the come up. That's all it was.
I mean, he said it. He thought it was cool for the moment, and that's what he was doing. it
Dude,
for.
some of the biggest reactions I get in the nightclub when I play YG are from white, like just random white people.
Yeah.
They love YG. They love that
Yeah.
gang shit.
Yeah.
Am
Isn't
I
that a-
wrong?
But
No.
they don't know it though, man. Do they know he's a gang member? They just.
Of course they know it.
I don't think so. Not all these white
But
people in the club.
Come on, man. We were
There's
singing
no way
NWA.
you
I mean,
can't know that he's like not a gangster.
yeah, motherfuckers.
Talks
When you
about
play
it
that
way too
YG
much.
shit, everyone loves that shit.
But his
Yeah,
newer
of
shit
course,
is
man.
more like clubby.
That's what I'm talking about, the
fun
newer
shit.
stuff, yeah.
His older shit is more.
Yeah,
the-
but if you drop BPT,
yeah.
like everyone's gonna be everyone's gonna do that shit, bro. You see all these fucking white dudes like, West Side, West Side. Like, where you from, motherfucker?
Wisconsin. Fuck Wisconsin.
Yeah, W for West.
W for West.
The Wisconsin.
West.
West.
No, but I'm just saying, like, it was, I think when you put it out there like that, you don't control who's absorbing it, right?
I
Yeah.
guess not.
And then you're obviously gonna create like social media. Everyone's gonna like want to look and make fun of the gang shit, emulate it somehow, mimic it, right?
Make it look
And
cool.
that's how you end up with the 6ix9ine.
Well, how much do you think of it as 6ix9ine, and how much do you think the people that were pushing him, or is it a
I
combination?
think it's a little bit of both. As soon as he started getting traction, and you know, obviously these dudes were like, "Yo, let's wash our money, do this dude."
Yeah,
And then when we're done with him, we're done with him.
yeah. Because
I mean, yo, they were ready to. They were
Yeah.
ready to like
take him out.
Yeah, it wasn't even like.
Did you guys see the kidnapping video?
Huh?
I didn't want to see that shit.
The kidnapping video
I
came
saw
out?
they posted it, but
It was-
I didn't bother looking at it.
Sorry, I'm Dynamix. Sorry that we're talking about this.
I know, right?
I want to know about the kidnapping video. Tell me about the
No,
kidnapping video.
the fucking kidnapping video. He was in an Escalade or whatever, and then I guess his old 2 security guards came up and they're like, "Yo, give me all you guys." Like, "Yo, I gave you everything I got." It seemed really,
He seemed pretty calm though in the video.
yeah, but he's like, "I gave you everything. I put money in your pocket. Like, what the fuck you doing?"
No, but he didn't say like even that emotion. He's like, "Yo, fam, I've been trying to get your number." Like they wouldn't give me your number.
Mhm.
He was 6ix9ine
He
was talking mad
pretty-
calm.
He was pretty calm. Now you mention it.
If that was me, I would have been like, "Yo, fam," you would have heard my voice cracking a couple times. Man.
please, it was me.
Chill. Yo, I tried to hit you up, man. I would have been like that. But 6ix9ine was like, "Yo, man, I try to hit you up. I try to keep the money in your pocket,
I
man."
trying to tell you.
I don't know if I would have been like that.
And then
Unless it was like you robbing me.
I would have shot you a long
I would
time
have
before I
grabbed the
got
gun. Like, what the fuck is you doing? I
would've shot you.
Trying to put
We're
money in
cooking-
your pocket. That's how you do me, Jamie?
And then the driver goes and tells the cops, "They just kidnapped Cricket from my car."
I don't know. He seemed mad calm, man. I was actually very shocked by how calm he was, man.
He was pretty calm.
Yeah.
But he seemed really like he did not choose to be there, which is
I'm not surprised. I'm just curious to see what happens with a high-profile rapper once they've snitched like this? Like, what's the
Yeah, I'm
next
just
step?
curious to see the outcome of all
Yeah,
this.
it's like,
Yeah, like
what's gonna happen?
is he gonna go into
Witness
hiding?
protection.
Yeah, and then I guarantee you, if he goes into hiding,
He ain't lasting.
some fucking kid's gonna recognize him, and he's gonna have to
Yeah.
move again.
Nah, he gonna, like you said, he gonna take the dye out his hair.
Well, it's
Give
already
rid
out,
of the
yeah.
tattoos.
They're probably gonna ship
Get
his
a,
ass to
probably get a
Mexico.
nose job or some
But yo,
shit. I don't know.
that face, you can't front on that face, man.
But wait,
I don't know,
inside
man.
is he in solitary or like he can't be in general
I don't know.
population?
I'm
There-
sure
I don't
he's
know.
in solitary, bro.
Definitely.
Yeah, there's no
Right?
way he's in general population. He would have dudes would run
That's
up on him so quick.
Yeah, they would have got with the stiffy with the blicky. Yeah,
Yeah, but if he goes, I mean, y'all don't know shit about jail, right? Would he have to link up with the Mexican gang?
yeah, he has to with the Mexican
So
mafia.
you think he's with the Mexican mafia
He's
right
with the
now?
Mexican mafia right now?
You think they would take him though?
Is
Yeah.
that a fact?
You think they would take him?
I don't know.
Who else they got?
Because he hung out with a lot of blacks.
I want to be
No,
at
no
that.
matter what.
I want to be at the Mexican mafia meeting in prison when they're like, "Yo, man, should we
Wait,
take?
is that a-
should we bring him in?
Should we approve his application?
Is that a fact though that he's with
We
Mexican?
haven't had nobody
Well-
since Kid Frost.
Well, when you when you go into jail and then you have to go with your kind, quote unquote, right?
That's true.
And either you join the gang or you are a paisa. A paisa is just somebody like a person that's not about that life. It's like you like my dad. My dad would go in there. He told me before, if I go to jail, I'm becoming a paisa. It's just another Mexican.
but they don't just leave you alone. You got to do something.
You got to write out if there's a riot. Like that shit is crazy in there. So because of his kind, even though yes he hung out with black people, never, he's still Mexican. So he's still one of us. So we got to take.
So
him
you
in
still
as
have to
well.
bring him in regardless.
Regardless, that's our own. So it's blood. So we got to take him in.
I don't know. It wasn't like that in the movie Blood In, Blood Out.
Well, it's because that guy was kind of white.
All right, yeah, he was.
Yeah, so
I
he
just
was.
feel like when you in jail, like even though you gotta stick to your kind, like the worst thing you can be in jail is a snitch or a rapist.
Yeah, so he still has to see
So
some
it's like,
repercussions.
yeah, like I don't know where he fits in.
but he's our problem at this point
Yeah.
in jail.
Who just got into jail for rape and then they got fucked up? Someone did. Some rapper or some actor. Am I wrong?
Really? I don't know.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was in a TV show. I don't know.
Maybe it's Law and Order.
Maybe I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
Law and Order Mexico. I don't know.
I've been watching Top Boy too much, man.
Yeah, we
I
know.
fucking love Top Boy.
Well, I
Have
watched
you seen this?
I watched one
Dynamix?
episode.
You should watch it with your stepdaughter.
Don't watch it with your stepdaughter. She's gonna be on Netflix tonight, like trying to check it out.
I watched
Like, I want to go to school in England.
I watched
with the top
episode
boys.
1 of season 3. I'm gonna finish it up.
It's good, man.
Oh, that's like the English school kids? Or what
English
is it?
school kids.
I don't know, what is it?
Shit.
Is it
Hell.
English gangsters or something?
Yeah, it's like
Oh.
it's like Belly and The Wire
In
set
one.
in London.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, man.
It's bananas,
Mm.
and you got to put the subtitles on because their accents are
has
so
to.
crazy.
And even though if you understand it, the way they say things is kind of like just different. So yeah,
Great,
I had to
yo,
put subtitles on.
I've never been that intrigued by another culture, like the slang, and just how everyone dresses, how they talk, everything. I'm so intrigued by it, man.
Yeah,
Everything that they're saying, they call each other bruv.
bro.
Like there's like little slang things.
Don't let Yoda hear you say this. Didn't he post a comment on Twitter?
yeah.
He said no, because Crooked said I'll move to London after watching
wanna
Top
move.
Boy.
And
Yeah,
what do
I
they say?
kinda
Like they
wanna
say
move
in
there.
it, like in it. Like,
In it is they're not mean. It's
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying. So
like,
be like
in it.
That water's
They
good,
be
ain't
like,
it?
yeah, they be like that water's good in it,
Yeah.
or they be like, is that dude? Yeah, that is that dude in it. Like,
yeah.
In it.
yeah, in it.
Like
And
INNIT.
it's like
Isn't
it's dope because it's like a,
Dynamics is like,
yeah,
what the fuck is
it's
happening?
like a mix of African, like African slang, and then like Caribbean,
London?
Jamaican
Oh, okay.
slang. It's like everything mixed, and then a little bit of like London. They're like a bruv, but they call each other like brethren. It's just dope, man. You guys got to watch it. You should watch it with your stepdaughter. Yeah? It's good.
the
a little
music. The
violent.
music in the show was really good too.
Yeah, it's
good.
Drake is like an executive producer of the show, right?
That's why I got good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the new one that's like 10 episodes. That's season 3. Someone actually schooled me that there's 2 seasons prior to that.
Yeah.
But there's only 4 episodes
Each season.
in those season 1 and season 2.
Yeah.
I honestly think you should start with season 3 and then go
That's the
backwards. Because the season 3, like you could tell, like season 1, the budget wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Like season 2, like the budget got a little bit better.
Drake got involved.
But when
the
Drake
budget
got
went up.
involved, yeah, they started filming in Jamaica. You know what I mean? Like that was that Drake money being like, yo, let's film in Jamaica and all of this shit. Yeah.
They got like the fucking high tech cameras and the
Yeah.
drones.
Yo, like
angles.
I will say this though, man. Like what I was really impressed with Top Boy is how they break down the story on how the youth gets affected by all the drugs and how all the violence and poverty. They really break that shit down. They kind of break it down like how it starts with the neighborhood, and then how it starts with the parents. So the instability in family life causes these kids to kind of steer the wrong way. I think, and it's a focus on every season that they have. They really always focus on the kids, how poverty affects the families, how it affects the parents, and ultimately how it affects from the parents to the kids.
Yeah.
And it's and it's not even about the parents, because there's one family that's based on brothers taking care of each other.
Yeah.
But if you can create that stable environment, whether it be brothers or mother and father or just a mother and son, even if it's a single mother, if it's a stable home environment, like the kids are always like good. But as soon as there's a worry of like paying the bills or someone's not around,
Economic or
just
absent
the parents not being absent
parents, yeah.
yo, like you start seeing the families breaking down. And I've never really seen that broken down so well as Top Boy. And like you see why these motherfuckers getting, like these kids get into trouble. They got to do what they got to do.
Yeah.
You also see like how a kid when they got to start worrying about like, you know, finances and stuff. Like when they realize that the moms is broke and they got to worry about finances, you start seeing how they like start losing respect for their parents.
Yeah.
And how they're dealing with stress, and they start not giving a fuck about like fuck school. Like we can't even get a home. Like we can't even eat.
You can't pay rent.
Yeah. So they have this fuck it mentality of shit, and they start caring about school and all of these other things. But I've never seen a show break it down like that. But I mean, it's definitely, I would say one of the top shows I've seen this year.
How much are you getting paid for you promoting this fucking show?
I'm gonna move to. I wouldn't mind. Yo, I wouldn't mind staying in London for like 2 months.
Yeah, please do it. You go sit over there.
I'll hang out. I'll crash with Yoda.
That's the Yoda.
I'll crash with Yoda and Fiction. Shout out to DJ Friction, by the way, man. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dope.
Yeah. Well, he had one of the best sets I've heard in a minute when he was spinning in LA.
Yeah.
Man.
He was out. Friction was out here for Sujit's birthday for Scam Artists.
Yeah.
And whatnot. But he had a dope set. Definitely. Yeah. I'll crash at his crib and I'll bounce from him and Yoda.
Yoda?
Yeah, we'll do that shit. But anyway, Dynamix, I'm sorry, man.
No worries.
The king of LA.
Yeah, I know. Yo, wait, where did you get this King of LA shit, man?
Okay, so that came from a battle I did, right? This was one of the first party rock battles. The battle was called King of LA.
Oh.
Right? And so...
Wait, what, was it sponsored by Pepsi or some shit?
Nah. It was like the homie put it on, and he used to do battles, so he just called it King of LA.
Who were you battling from LA that you won the King of LA?
What year was this?
2011.
2011?
2010, 2011, yeah.
That's when you started doing battles, right?
Yeah. Because before that, I was teaching at Scratch, right? And then I would just start seeing all my students do all this, like, do all the dope parties. And I was like, man, I need to reevaluate my life. I'm not, like, doing much, right? And then one of them came up to me, and he's like, yo, can you help me train for this party rock battle? And I was like, party rock battle? What's that? That's, like, so different than, like, what we were doing before, because it was all like DMC stuff, right? All technicality. Yeah. And I was like, party rock battle. Yeah, I'll help you out. And then my boy Etronic hit me up about King of LA. He's like, yo, I'm adding a party rock part of my competition. Do you want to compete in it? And I was like, yeah, it sounds easy enough. I just throw in the turntable stuff with the mixing stuff, and you just rock the party. That's it. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it, right? And I did it like. Shorty or Faust were one of the judges in there, and they just were like, yo, this is so dope. And I was able to win that one, but then it was like a whole series of things. Henry threw a couple battles in LA called the Bezo battles, and I was taking those. You know,
the Bezo, yeah.
There was a bar in Long Beach called Mai Tai Bar.
They have one in
Hawaii. Yeah. And so so they did a battle, the Mai Tai Rumble. Ended up taking that one. And then, like, I found out Red Bull was doing one, and I was like,
what were the purses for this? What was the winning purses?
I think my Thai Rumble was like 500?
500?
5K.
5K? Okay.
Yeah. King of LA. I don't know.
I
Probably
wouldn't know
one
how
prop.
much King of LA was.
Probably like
Just that title alone.
yeah, probably like a dab. I don't know. But because of that string, like I was like, yo, this dude is like taking all the battles. Then like people just started like, yo, it's the King of LA. Dynamix. And I was like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
Did they still call you that, King of LA?
Is that still like on your flyers?
you know if
Dynamix.
it was
the
Oh,
King
you
of
know
LA.
what?
Plain.
So like I got hit up to do a partnership, right? I got an email to do like influencer stuff, and they were like, "Yo, after all, you're the King of LA," and I was like, "Get out of here, bro! Like, how do you even know that?
How does Fashion Nova know that? Jesus.
Man, yeah.
I'm sure a lot of motherfuckers would get mad if he started pushing King of LA.
King of LA.
Oh
On his
man,
flyers.
so many people would come
You
up
should
to
do
you.
it.
DJ
I know, I already did it.
Dynamix.
And want to battle for the title? What's up? Nah.
You should do it.
DJ Dynamix.
They'll probably
I think he
it's
should do it because
self-proclaimed.
technically he is the King of
Yeah.
LA.
Yeah.
You won that
Actually,
shit.
It's not a bad thing.
How many King of LAs were there?
I don't know.
Yeah,
yeah,
see,
yeah.
I think
Maybe
you're the
it's
only
just you.
one. You're the
Maybe
only
you're
out.
Yeah.
Conan the Barbarian. Dynamix the King of LA.
King of LA, right next to Bella, the King of Long Beach, the Queen of Long Beach, the Queen of Long Beach.
Oh, shit.
The Filipinos are taking over the queens and the
Amen.
kings over here.
It's like a dope prom date, right?
Yeah. It's like a duel
Dynamix the King of LA.
Oh,
with the Queen of.
With
With
the
the
Queen
Queen
of
of
Long
Long
Beach.
Beach. Shit, man.
How long did you teach at Scratch Academy?
yeah, that was the first spot that I was teaching at. I taught there from probably 2005 when we opened up, and then on and off until about 2011. Yeah.
Is there a party rocking class
Yeah, that's my question. My
at
next
Scratch Academy?
Did you guys
No,
teach-
no. It's just all. I think it's all just like
It's all
like
technical?
yeah. It's all like different.
So
no,
there
but
was-
it's like
so
this
there
is how
was-
you slam.
so
and
there
this
was-
is how
I just
you,
had a
like,
recent
you know what I mean?
conversation with
Yeah.
somebody, and they were talking to me about how they learned to party rock from DJ school.
From Scratch Academy.
I don't
Oh,
think it
really?
wasn't
Oh,
from
but-
Scratch Academy.
No, it was from that.
It was from Beat Junkies.
No, it was from Scratch
Okay.
Academy.
Was it?
Yes, I'm telling you that.
I
right
just
now.
want to know, like, what they were teaching in the party rock class.
Yeah, like how do you
I-
teach somebody
I
how to
don't know,
party
man.
rock?
I taught the scratch class.
Ah.
The scratch
Yeah.
class.
Yeah. Naturally, I was just teaching scratching. Like,
Who was
I helped
teaching
develop
party
the
rock?
curriculum.
Do you know who was in the party rock department?
I wasn't there when I left.
No, I heard it was around your time. If you started in 05, the party rocking class was around that time.
Was it?
So
I
we heard
might go back and take classes
for party
on
rock.
party
learn how
rock.
to
yeah.
party rock.
Yes.
Especially on the West Coast.
Well, I
class.
definitely need to take classes on scratching.
Yeah.
I'll take classes on that.
Do you teach how to scratch now? You're at your new school that you
Yeah.
teach?
Well, at B Junkies, I teach I teach the intro and the foundation classes. So it's just, well, even in the intro, we're already teaching you how to scratch because you're gonna be dropping a track like that, right?
Yeah.
You'll stab and then you'll drop a track, or you'll baby scratch and then you cue in your headphones,
Mhm.
stuff like that. So like I think like the first few scratches that we teach is kind of essential for every DJ to have. for the
How
most
long
part.
how long has the Scratch Academy been around?
LA opened up 2005. I don't know how.
Did it
when
open
New York
in-
opened?
Did
New York was the
come-
first one.
It was the first one
Yeah,
in New
was
York.
the first one, and LA was the
Is the
first
LA
satellite.
curriculum different from the New York curriculum?
I would say probably a
Is
little
there
bit.
more
'cause
slamming?
We kind of
It's more slamming or 8-bar intros on the West Coast is what Kirk is trying
Are
to
they
do.
more reliant on 8-bar intros?
Do you scratch off every song when you're pulling out of a song? Pause. Do you guys teach how to work the mic?
Wait,
Pause.
no. Is there? Wait. What is the difference is there a difference though? Do you think, or is it the same curriculum in New York and LA?
Do you guys use the same textbooks?
yeah, pretty much the same.
The same.
Pretty much the same, but LA still has their own way of doing things. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Can you? I mean, we had a conversation on the live stream about East Coast style and West Coast style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I'd like how you brought up how right New York, like you guys learn from breaks and like taking the best parts of songs, and
Yeah.
like I came from a b-boy background, so like all the events that I was doing before was like freestyle session, Out for Fame. Like one of my first times playing outside of
Yeah.
a house party was like b-boy jams. So that's how I learned how to play a little bit.
Yeah.
Was like learning to play breaks, playing hip hop, but like underground hip hop stuff.
Right. Right.
Yeah. And so like when I started mixing, it was about that. But like I never thought about it that way. Like, oh, we're taking the best parts of the song
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
because that's the part that everyone's gonna jam to. No one cares about like the verse unless it's
Yeah.
like a sing along
It is what
verse, right?
That
Yeah.
part that
Yeah. But that totally makes sense.
Growing up, like I want to talk about this West Coast, East Coast because you were around. I mean, I feel like radio was a very strong influence on the DJs in LA.
For sure. Yeah.
And everyone always bigs up Melody on the radio.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Truck,
Dude.
Yeah.
Hands
And
down.
then and I feel like they laid out this super clean,
Yeah.
really technical, like very perfect kind of style of DJing.
Mhm.
And
But it was even before that. So you had like the K-Day mix masters, right? You know how Tupac talks about. Remember K-Day when K-Day was on?
Yeah.
AM?
Mhm.
With the mix masters, you had Tony G, you had Julio G, you had Ralph M. Like the K-Day mix masters, and they
Right.
were just insane. They would take like, back then like electro was big first, like
Yeah.
Planet Rock and all that stuff. So they would take those already fast beats, play them on 45, and juggle them like that.
Damn.
On the radio, and just cut loose, and like they'd be cutting to that at that speed. So that's just the background that we came from, man. We just
Right.
it's a very big turntablist influence, especially with beat junkies being all over the radio on both Power 106 and the beat. You know what I mean? Baker Boys also.
I want to mention that. Yeah, the Baker Boys.
Baker Boys, huge influence for us. Like one of the mixtapes I used to study in the beginning was Cali Kings. You know what I mean? And just hearing them like blend and then cut, and yeah, it was nasty. I used to listen to Revolution all the time. You know what I mean? We had a wake up show play in LA, and just Revolution just be just cutting nasty and just dropping.
Yeah,
all the-
because when I
so
moved,
wonderful.
and I was trying to explain this, when I moved to Vegas in 2005, 2006,
Yeah.
right? I heard like a majority of the Cali DJs that I heard,
Yeah.
they had this very clean style,
Yeah.
and they brought that to the club.
yeah.
And I was like, and it wasn't just one DJ; it was like all the DJs at that time. That was the style. Do you know what I mean?
Very clean. Because I mean, before Serato and stuff, it was a lot of like using doubles, right? So to get to the next song, a lot of times we just play the instrumental and then we cut up the vocal to get into the song.
Yeah,
right.
that was the style where you would cut up the last word or the last phrase of a song, and then run the 8-bar intro to the next song, and kind of like
blend it in.
Yeah, because we throw in the instrumental just to get to the next song, and then we'd cut up the vocal to get into the song.
Because in
So that's
New York, you couldn't even scratch. They didn't even want you to scratch in the club.
Yeah, Rockticon said he got fired from, was it Baby Tuesdays?
It wasn't until DJ AM blew up in the late 2000s.
Mid
To late.
The early 2000s.
Well, no, but more New York, that it kind of affected New York.
Because like mid 2000s.
Well, yeah, because what I was trying to get on the live stream is that right now, like in this day and age, right?
Yeah.
There is no definitive East Coast or West Coast style.
Right.
And that's the whole point that I was trying to get to, is that
Yeah.
West Coast dudes are incorporating East Coast styles from like the early 2000s and the 90s and stuff like that. And a lot of New York dudes try to sound like AM in the late 2000s. Like there was a whole generation of new DJs in New York that came up. They tried to sound, they were doing AM routines in the club. Everyone was scratching like crazy. People were telling DJs to scratch more when obviously in the early 2000s, like no one scratched. Like
That's so interesting.
yeah, so like the West
so
Coast.
New York on radio, they weren't really like allowed to scratch that much.
No.
Oh,
On the
okay.
radio's a different story.
Okay.
It's totally
It was
different.
so different from
Oh,
the
but
clubs.
in the club, yeah. No, I get that though.
In the club, in
If
the
you're
bougie
overdoing it.
bottle
Yeah.
service clubs,
Yeah.
they were not scratching.
Yeah.
Like everything was smooth. Like a Stretch Armstrong was.
you just heard this music, just the mixing. That was it. There was no
song to
scratching.
song. And then you had different dudes that would just obviously rock the mic and rock the party and stuff. But even that was like steered away from in certain bottle service clubs. They don't want you on the mic at all.
Yeah.
And then,
Interesting.
but in a hip hop New York club, in a hip hop New York party, I mean, they were doing everything.
Kid Capri was kind of scratching a little.
No, but
bit.
that's what I'm saying. Like in a hip hop party, they were doing everything. They were rocking the mic, they were rocking doubles, they were scratching, they were slamming shit in.
Yeah.
And it was a totally different style.
Got you.
And then when I started doing bottle service, right, in New York and in Vegas, I feel like I was the generation that started putting the two together, like kind of putting a hip hop style with the bottle service style a little bit. And mixing it a little bit more. Like it was probably like me, Rockticon,
I would say Reach.
Yeah, Reach is another one that really
Yeah.
incorporated the mic style into that.
Yeah.
And then at the time, right? And because you came up in the late
I came
90s,
late 90s, early 2000s.
and you were still on. I mean, you guys would scratch like do a jigga jigga here.
Exactly, like a little chicka chicka. That's
But,
it.
but
Nothing crazy.
you had to keep it smooth all night.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It was more about blending.
It was about blending. Yeah.
Yeah, quick mixing.
And that's the thing, is everyone puts this I don't know, this like this judgment or this like the premise that the only thing New York dudes is slam records in.
No, that's not true.
It's not true.
Yeah.
Right.
It was an incorporation of like quick mixing,
Yeah.
slamming certain records in, bringing records back,
Yeah.
working the mic, working the
Doing
crowd.
some wordplay back, a little bit of wordplay.
Very
That's
little
when
though.
this first started. Yeah.
No, for
Yeah.
sure. But I mean, I remember listening to tapes from the East Coast and like there being wordplay in there. And I'd like appreciate it. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But
Yeah.
at the same time, in the West Coast, it was kind of the same thing. I don't know how the club DJs were. You know what I mean? Necessarily, but like a lot of the time, I remember when I was coming up, I didn't even really imagine myself on the radio or in the club.
Mhm.
It was just I was just all about like mad underground stuff and just on technicality, juggles and mixing and all that stuff. Man, I used to be in a rap group when I was like fresh out of high school.
Mhm.
And the first show that we did was opening for J-Lib.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and like my boys that were rapping, they talked the promoter into letting me open the show on the turntables, and so I was like, fuck. And so I would play, and that was the first time like I ever had a crowd in front of me just start wilding out and singing along, and I was like, yo, this is so infectious.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But even then, it was still about execution and what's the most effective way to drop this so that everybody goes crazy.
Yeah.
You
Mhm.
know what I mean?
Definitely.
And it was it's a combination of slamming records or, you know, blending maybe an acapella over an instrumental that like goes really well.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I used to hear that a lot with the like West Coast Cali DJs is the acapellas, and I actually learned from that a little bit, like bringing acapellas into that.
Yeah.
They would do it a lot, but I would like, you know, and that's the whole thing is that
Everything in moderation, right?
everything in moderation, yo. Like you need to blend. Like I learned a lot from Cali DJs. Like I would go out to Cali and LA. I would listen to dudes all the time, and then when they would have gigs in Vegas, we would come out. We would listen to them because we'd be like, "Yo, what is this dude gonna do?"
Yeah.
And it, like there was all this hype when they were like, "Yo, you know, this dude is at this club tonight. Yo, we got to go check him out.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
or AM's over here. Let's check him out. Kevin Scott's over here. Spider's over here. Let's go check him out. Let's do this and let's do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we would hear these dudes and we would like, oh, okay, that was dope what they did over here.
yeah.
Mhm.
And then like, oh shit, that's dope. And we take a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing in New York where we were taking a little bit of some of the West when AM blew up though. I mean, you had little AM clones like Rashikant said, right?
Yeah, he did say it on his episode.
Yeah. But it's funny though that we talk about everyone biting AM style at the time, but it
Right,
all
right.
comes back to party rocking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's honestly what I was trying to convey is that no matter what, it always comes down to party rocking.
Yeah.
And to me, the East Coast has the more effective style.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
opinion.
Right.
And,
Of course.
but in order to get there, to me, like in order to talk about how DJs DJ now,
Mhm.
you got to talk about what happened in the past.
Yeah, like how did they get to that mindset? Like why is it
Exactly.
that they mix this way?
And yeah,
Right.
you got to talk about the internet too. How like kids are learning from the internet now, so they
Yeah.
don't really care about the styles. They just care about what's dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And DJs are doing that. The DJ DM'd me like, "Yo, where can I find this DJ set on YouTube?" And I'm like, "Yo, some of our sets aren't on YouTube."
I'm about to
bro.
say that. Yeah, you don't even have to go to the club to
I
listen, hear other DJs. You just go on YouTube and look at their set
Or
performance.
SoundCloud or
Or SoundCloud,
Mixcloud.
listen to it.
But
Yeah.
I feel like there's a false narrative being created.
Yeah,
Because
I feel like-
because of all the routines and tone play that's on YouTube.
Mhm.
I think some of the kids are thinking that's
That's
how you
party
DJ.
rocking.
That's how you DJ a club.
Yeah.
That's the
Ah,
that's the
yeah,
false
yeah.
narrative that
It is
I'm
a false
getting a
narrative.
lot.
Right.
And these bigger DJs are not changing that false narrative. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because they're getting the views, and they're the ones that are being looked at as that's how you're supposed to rock the world.
Exactly. So if I'm a like a 3-style DJ or a
Right.
turntablist, right? And let's
Yeah.
say I do no nightclubs.
Okay.
Well, let's say I do once in a while I do a nightclub here and there.
Yeah.
I can create the false narrative that this is how you DJ,
Right.
and then
Yeah.
all the kids will learn and try to do that and in the clubs.
Oh yeah.
And that's the thing that
yeah.
I think that's the false narrative that's being created. That's only an element of DJing, but it has nothing to do with actual party rocking. in
It's the
clubs.
technical element, and that's it.
Yeah, but I think a lot of kids are thinking that's, and I think a lot of other DJs are thinking like that's what motherfuckers want to hear in the clubs, and I do not want to hear that shit in the club.
Yeah, let me put this out there too. When I won in LA, right, 2011, I won at Supper Club, right, and like after that, they're like, "Yo, we want to have you come open. All right, cool. So they had me come open, but I wasn't seasoned in the nightclub then. It was just like, oh, cool, like I know how to, whatever, like get some technical shit off, and then I played, and it was not good.
It didn't work out.
Yeah, it's not good. It was like totally bad. They're like, yo, get this dude off, whatever. But I didn't get kicked off the turntables, but it was just the opening kind of deal. You know what I mean?
But what did you learn from that?
Look up more.
But you've learned.
Yeah,
you learned though.
Yeah. So now it's.
I think we all started like that. I remember when I
Yeah.
was doing like birthday parties and shit.
Yeah.
Like someone would be like, "Yo, Crookie, can you do my birthday party?" I was probably like 15 or 16.
Yeah.
I was probably playing like Artifacts.
No,
You know what I'm
no,
saying?
that's
I was-
definitely no.
I was playing like all this underground shit, and then all the girls would come up to me like, "Yo, what are you playing? Like, play this and play that." And I'm like, "Yo, like that's whack."
Stop playing Black Moon.
When I started DJing, doing parties, like when I first started doing it, I was playing like, I think one of the first gigs I ever did, I was playing like Souls with Mischief.
Yep.
Dell, I was playing like all this underground hip hop
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
and nobody was dancing. I'm just like, yo, this is the hottest songs.
Yeah.
Just playing a Stretch Armstrong show, but the crowd is not feeling this.
Yeah.
They,
We don't want to hear Sadat X.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they don't want to hear Brand Nubian. They want to hear like fucking, I guess, whatever that was big at the time that was on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they don't want to hear
Rico
Social
Suave.
Mischief. They don't want to hear
Rico Suave was hot.
They don't want to hear casual shit like that. But
Yeah, I mean, I think we all go through that where like the first gig we like realize, holy shit, like,
Yeah.
I don't know any of this.
You gotta
music
switch
and
it up,
stuff.
yeah.
But also that was like way outside of my comfort zone, right? Because I was used to playing hip hop and R&B and that kind of stuff. Like I know how to rock a hip hop crowd, but like at Supper Club at the time, when like EDM was still big and like you gotta dip into that shit, it was just like, oh.
But around that time, Supper Club had started to make a little transition.
Yeah, it was moving,
So it was
but
starting
like
to
I
get
was
like
still
real,
kind of
yeah.
like
The Hip Hop
there, and it
Tuesdays
like,
was coming around.
Yeah.
That's the club never where the girl comes out from the
Yeah.
roof and drops
And
off the
everyone's
bottom.
on the couches.
Yeah, that's the club.
yeah, a lot of fun.
Do you spin regularly in LA?
Like I have a few monthlies.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just go.
'Cause
More of my money's made out of town.
I was looking at your resume. I mean, you did the Rock Nation brunch at one time. You did Nicole Richie's wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Yes. Samantha Ronson hooked that up.
Is Nicole Richie still married?
Yeah.
I think so.
Who did she
Let's look it
marry?
up.
Yeah.
To the guy from Good
Joel
Charlotte.
Madden.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Then
Yeah.
you never see them together though,
Of course not.
right?
Yeah, but I mean,
He was
I don't
DJing
care.
at one point.
How was that wedding?
it's cool. Yeah.
So you saw Paris and shit there?
No, I didn't.
They didn't get
I didn't see
along,
Paris.
bro.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah.
watch the show?
I don't know what's going on.
I'm just joking. I don't know.
How did you get that shit? How did you?
Samantha Ronson hooked it up. So like,
Samantha Ronson?
Yeah.
How did you
So-
link up with Samantha Ronson?
So when I was teaching at Scratch, she had come by to like to bring her scratching shops up.
And learn
so-
learn a party rock? Did she take the party rock class?
Did you teach her how to party rock class?
So I was like, we were working on her scratches or whatever, and then one time she was just like, "Yo, where are you playing at?" And I was like, "Nowhere really." She's like, "Yo, you want me to help you out with that?" All right, sure. She goes, "All right, cool. Come open these spots with me." So I would play. I would like open up for her at Teddy's in LA.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And so she would like book me at these parties, and one time she was just like, "Hey, you want to DJ this thing for my friend? Are you free this day?" I was like, "Sure, yeah." And happened to be Nicole Richie's wedding.
That's
Yeah,
dope,
yeah.
man.
Wow, that's dope.
Yeah.
So that's how you got the Rock Nation brunch?
Rock Nation. Yeah, she hooked me up with Rock Nation.
That's not
too.
an easy. That's not an easy brunch to do.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
a lot of
all
music heads
rappers in there.
Yeah.
What was the music selection like for you?
Just like I'll dip into some old stuff too,
Uh-huh.
but then like album cuts of like rap stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because Ross One does that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what year was that?
Oh yeah. Oh wow. I want to say maybe like 2011 ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2012.
So you did that, and then you also DJ for like Jay-Z and Beyonce and shit.
Okay, so how that happened was I was at home sick. All right, I get the phone call like, "Hey, none of my DJs are available tonight. I need somebody to DJ for me tonight. It's for Jay-Z, Beyonce." And I was like, "All right, when do you need me there? I need you here in an hour." All right, so let me just get up, get dressed, and head over there. And I was like trying to put the set together in my head, like, damn, what am I gonna play? Before I let go, all right, I'm definitely gonna play that one.
So this is recently.
Yo, this was like maybe last Christmas or 2 Christmases ago. Yeah. They just hit me up to do that, and it was right after like Jay got off stage in LA, and then he just
Oh wow.
It was just a private party for him and his friends after the show.
Is that like one of the more high pressure situations you've been in, or no?
Yeah, because it was like, well, they just told me like, don't play any J stuff and don't play any Beyonce stuff and whatever. Just make sure they have fun. Yeah.
Do you get more pressure from that than doing like an actual battle?
Yeah. The battle is just, I mean, like, battle, I'm just kind of doing my routine. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This situation is just like,
You don't know what to expect.
Yeah. And so, got to improvise, see who's moving to what, and then, who wants to hear what?
This
They'll come up and ask.
This can make you or break you. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't know if it could break you. Could it? Maybe.
I mean,
Nah.
yeah, the promoters that booked him would be like, yo, man, this is horrible. I can't fuck with you no more.
yeah. I mean, I guess so.
Yeah. But I did get offered a residency at that spot afterwards. But
I feel like situations like that, those high pressure situations, like you literally get better at those the more you do them.
Yeah, you just got
Yeah.
You're
get
never
used to
gonna
it.
be ready, yo. Like
Yeah.
you know, unless you're like some dudes are just really good at like navigating those situations.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those things where you have to like please different egos in the room.
Yeah, a little bit.
So if you know like Meek is there, you gotta like play some Meek shit.
Yeah.
But you can't play the obvious Meek shit. You have to
Yeah.
play like
Some album
you have to
cuts.
like politically know what's going on in the room.
Yeah.
Like yo, Meek just dropped an album. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this album cut.
Let's not play no Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the time, definitely. At the time, there was beefing.
Yeah.
Were you aware of that thing? Like knowing what rapper was in the room, like, oh, he has beef with 50 Cent. Da 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 da.
Yeah, I mean, there was no really in there that had like beefs that were public at the time. So I was just The only thing I had to worry about was not playing any J stuff or any B stuff. So if I did play like a song that Jay was on, I'd only play the other person's verse. Just, move out or whatever. But it was cool.
I know they like the classics a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to do like all the old shit, the R&B.
Yeah,
80s
definitely
R&B.
a lot
They
of
love that shit.
a lot of R&B for
And
sure,
a lot of
man.
soul samples. They
Fucking
love that
70s,
shit.
Yeah.
80s,
A lot of cookout anthems.
Yeah.
Cookout anthems, yes. So like approaching this upcoming Red Bull
Yeah.
3 style.
Yeah.
What is the dates now? When do you have to get your shit ready? When is the?
I wish I knew.
You don't know anything.
No.
No final dates.
I found out that I was in it because people were tagging me on social media.
So you haven't heard from Red Bull yet?
Yeah, I haven't found out the location or the time.
Is that normal?
Or the
Like you
date.
kind of like keep it exclusive
I
until
would-
a certain date?
No, I would assume that I would have all the details by now, so I know when.
Is it this year
Prepare.
in December? Or
Yeah, I mean, like last time it was in October, so I feel like it should be coming up soon.
Yeah.
You know
So
what I
yo,
mean?
they don't
Like,
do regional finals anymore.
no more regionals, no more cities, none of that. It's just straight
Videos.
nationals.
They get the videos.
Yeah, get the videos. Pick the 6 for nationals.
Mhm.
After the nationals,
did they
then
start
go to the
that?
world.
Last year?
They didn't do no regionals last year, I think.
No,
no
so they
regionals last year.
Straight
either.
finals.
So they started that like
Maybe-
last year or 2 years ago.
Yeah, maybe
Probably like 2 years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
You know why they stopped that?
I don't know. I would assume just they could probably pour more money into the production if there's less events to throw.
Yeah, I think like
Yeah.
I don't think it's not worth the budget to do
Yeah.
these little cities.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better if they just take them like a workforce to go through all these videos and just pick the best videos.
Yeah.
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 That's just more cost effective that way. And then like now the way the production value is, I remember seeing it in 2017. That the reason why I got back in it last year, I was like, oh, there's marketing value here,
Yeah.
right? Just
Mhm.
because the quality of the video, the way they're putting it out. You know, you get your video, you get to post it up online,
Yeah.
and people get to watch this stuff, and it's just like, yo, this is a good opportunity to jump back in now.
Mhm.
There's this whole generation though that's growing up on the 3 style.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
there's a new generation that are 3 style DJs,
I guess so, huh?
and they're gonna start bringing.
It's like the American Idol of
I'm
DJs.
I'm really like horrified to see these kids bringing the 3 style shit to the actual clubs though.
I mean, it happens.
So long
Yeah.
as they understand, I feel. So long as they understand that everything is in moderation. Because, like, I mean, we got to go up there in 15 minutes, and we got to show that we're better than everybody else on stage. So it's like you just got to put your best foot forward.
I've
But when it
seen
comes to
some
the
of these
club, you
3
gotta,
style
like-
dudes do the nightclubs though.
Yeah.
I've seen some of these 3 style dudes do the nightclubs, and I feel like they feel the pressure of having to do a routine instead of just playing for the crowd.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel that pressure a little bit, but it just depends on like what the show is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you prefer S9?
Sometimes they'll ask me. They're like,
And-
"Are you gonna do routines?" I was like, "Not really." Do
You know what
want me to
doesn't
do
it doesn't
routines?"
translate.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
that? Like everyone is no one's really looking. They can't see what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah. Sometimes
remember-
it depends. I did this this party Subsuelo in LA, right? And
Yeah.
it's just all like it's like a global party, right? A lot of Latin stuff, a lot of you can throw in Afro beats, just everything like from all over the world. And so I played it, and then I was like, I'm gonna try the Watch Out Now Don't Play into 100%, and I played it, and they just fucking went ape shit. They just what the fuck? This is the fucking crazy shit ever. And I was like, all right, cool. That worked off well, but it was just like that was like the only.
By the way, that's a
thing.
dope amidst that. Watch Out Now into 100%.
Thanks, man.
100% Big Pun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so,
That joint. Yeah.
yeah. And I was like, yo,
I feel like
bet.
if you're gonna do a routine like that, it's got to be audibly distinctive.
But at the same time, you have to choose the right song. You can't just have
Yeah.
song to do
Yeah.
it just to do it, right?
Sometimes-
Like I knew they have like 100% by itself would have went off at that party if presented correctly, right? Just because, dude. When's
But
the last time
sometimes you
heard
get
that?
caught
Yeah.
up in the technical shit, and then like it doesn't translate audibly outside.
Yeah, if you get caught up in it, definitely, man.
Because that
Yeah.
was like one of the DJs I was hearing. I was like, yo, he's so good. He's doing so much dope technical shit, but it's not coming through the speakers. It's not like the crowd isn't identifying that he's doing this right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
So
not
he-
really paying attention.
Yeah, so for me, I was like, he has to maybe, if I was him, I would focus more on playing the right songs
Yeah.
than having to do this transition. Because it's like if you're trying to, for example, if I'm going from A to B,
Yeah.
and the transition in between A and B, it's like if it's gonna throw people off
Oh yeah.
on the way
As
to
a
going to B,
compromise. Yeah.
you're better off just going from A to B. Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
For sure.
Yeah.
It's
For
like
sure.
taking someone the long way home.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, well, let's go the scenic route. It's just like, dude, I just want to go home and like lie down. And it's like, yo,
I
let's
know
take
a
the
shortcut.
Yeah,
to
it's
get
like
you there in no
you're better
time.
off getting to the point, but you really got to see the crowd. If they're really fucking with you, they're really like
Yeah,
nerding out.
I definitely
Yeah.
had to build my way up to that
Yeah.
point where
They
it was just
trusted
like,
you.
all right,
Mhm.
let's do this.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
But if they're not paying attention, you're better off just going from
You
point A to
wasting
B.
time.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. If
doing
they're not
that
paying
shit.
attention, then most of the time I'm like fumbling trying to find out what song is gonna work. Like, all right, so just so I know which direction to take them in. Yeah.
Do you use a Serato DJ Pro?
Yeah, I do use Pro. Yeah.
Are you going to use Scratch Live for the competition?
No. I used Pro last time, and then the snafu happened.
Yeah, let's talk
Yeah,
about
I'm
that.
saying, I'm saying, are you going to use Scratch Live now because it's
It doesn't crash.
Play it safe.
Well, actually, I'm bringing this up
but it's
because
like,
your computer crashed
yeah,
last year.
It did. Yeah. But
By the way,
but
how
there's
did you
so
keep-
much missing out of live. There's so much I won't be able to do
Yeah.
if I use live.
Yeah.
Yo,
I'm
how did
so
you not
happy.
lose your shit? You say so calm through that.
Because I was like, oh man, wait till they hear the rest of the shit. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah. I just didn't. I wasn't tripping.
Okay, so I watch a lot of battle rap, right?
Mhm.
And some of these battlers,
Battlers?
yeah,
You just made that up, no?
rap battlers, whatever.
Yeah.
They fucking
Battle rappers?
battle
Oh
rappers.
yeah, that makes sense.
They
Can you look up battler? Is that a word?
Rap battlers.
rap
I'm
battlers.
kidding. I'm kidding.
He really looked down. He making me lose my train of thought. They fucking they like choke on purpose in order to get the crowd back on, like, to finish
Oh,
strong.
interesting.
Did you
Yeah.
did you plan that, Crash?
No, man.
Okay, because
Yeah.
you
if
finished
I
pretty
would have
strong.
planned it, I would have had a better like intro back into the set.
Okay.
Right?
Dynamics.
I would've-
Is that one of the dumbest questions anyone's ever asked?
no. Because people have asked me that. Like, yo, was that planned? Like no. That
Yeah.
was,
There's a lot of
Thursday make it-
dumbass people.
Yo, you
asking
know what's
questions like
crazy?
that.
Okay, so we're not like ultra religious or anything like that. But that morning, me and my wife, we went to like a church down the street from Philly, and then like we like hella prayed that there would be no technical difficulties, and like we submitted like a paper to like the nuns so that they could pray for that.
I'm about to say you lit a
And
candle.
yo, that was the only time we ever did that, and this was like the absolute worst technical difficulty that could have happened.
Wow.
And I was like, yo, this is wild.
Maybe they thought it was technical difficulties on the plane.
Maybe. But no, but this is while we were in Philly already. I was like, yo, what's going on here?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's,
What are some of the things that you can't do in Scratch Live that you can do?
So
Limited on. I mean, you only have 5 key points as opposed to 8. No sync.
Some of the
Sync
effects
can help. Definitely.
too.
I used sync in some parts of the routine for sure.
Yeah.
There's no pitch play.
But those are things that you actively use all the time.
Not all the time, but
Yeah,
I mean,
but
for
yeah,
that,
yeah.
no, that's definitely. I always try to take advantage of as much of the technology as I can. You know what I mean? Because I even used Flip for a little bit in it. Yeah.
I would have a Scratch Live laptop ready
On the other side,
Yeah.
already connected, ready to go.
Yeah.
It would be
Or
kind of
plug in my
interesting if you
phone.
work in like your computer.
Yeah.
What is it like shutting
Like-
down in the middle? Yeah.
Eh?
A lot of people don't know that you.
Are you scarred from that?
No.
Not at all.
No.
Come on, a little bit.
No, not really.
No. Do you think
No.
that affected you winning or losing?
That was the only thing that would have affected it.
You think so?
Yeah.
So
I feel like,
so that doesn't fuck with you? No, a little bit. I'm not trying to fuck
I
with
mean,
you right
no,
now.
it's
but, you
just
know.
like, oh fuck, what am I supposed to do? You know what I mean?
So you
Like,
think if you didn't have that happen, you think you would have won?
I think so. Yeah.
Confidence, baby.
Yeah. Hey, no,
I like that.
no diss to Jay. I just.
Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah.
finished pretty strong. Pause.
Yeah. Yeah. Not only that, like the numbers even online were insane. Like I remember at the beginning of my set, everyone was telling me like they were watching the polls online. I was at like 1%
You were at
probably.
6%.
Yeah. I was at 6% in the beginning, and then by the end of it, what 65?
68.
68. Yeah.
Why did you choose to pick up where the shit crashed and not start all over? 'Cause that was your choice, and a lot of people thought it was Red Bull.
No, that was totally my choice. I told Flip out like, nah, let's just pick up from where I left off. They already heard the beginning. Like, they got the message. I don't want to like have to repeat myself or whatever.
It was at 2 minutes or something.
Yeah. And like, I know the perfect spot to like jump in from where I left off, and it's not gonna be a bad start either.
Mhm.
So just keep it moving. Yeah. I don't want to feel like I was getting too much like special treatment or anything like that. I was like, yo, just fuck it. It's up. Let's just keep moving.
How you approaching your routines right now?
Well, I mean,
do you wait? Do you get them ready now, or are you gonna wait till like you get closer to the competition?
I'm the biggest procrastinator. I swear to God, when I did my audition this year, I was programming it the night before. I had to submit it, and then I filmed it the day of, and then I got it in on time. Same thing with Goldie, man. Goldie was even worse. So like I put it together the day of, because I knew exactly what time it had to be turned in by, and I was like, all right, I have until 11:59. What time is it right now? 10 a.m. All right, I got some time, and I spent the whole day on it, filmed it, got it in like maybe 5 minutes before.
But you got shit. I mean, you got shit to do. You got a family, right? You got a new baby.
I got a
right?
new baby. Yeah.
You got a lot of shit to take care of.
Yeah, I know. I remember one of the homies hit me up like, "Yo, how did you even find time to make a submission when you got a newborn at home?" And I was like, "Oh,
You should have had the baby while you were doing all this trick shit. Be like, look, if I can do it, you can do it.
I know, right?"
Yeah, Chris Villa pimps his kids all the time.
All the time.
Yo, his
It's done.
yo, when he did the announcement for having his new kid, that was dope. Yeah, I like Chris's routines online.
All right,
Puts out some good stuff.
Your heart is sounding soft though. Man.
Yeah, you gotta get back up. We on your team this year.
That's right, we're going
Dynamix.
all the way.
I'm telling you, man.
What's up?
Listen,
You eating everybody's food. Just have that in your mind.
Yeah.
This
I'm
your
eating
year, man.
everybody's
Fuck that.
food.
This your year.
It's my food.
Yeah, man.
It's my food.
Dynamix is here, guys. The R.O.A.D podcast is behind them.
Yeah.
You know how boxers get like promotional, like you have to wear the R.O.A.D podcast
know,
shirt
that's
in the
right.
battle.
Yeah.
Let's do a
I
collab
mean,
shirt.
I think him and Chris Villa is gonna be a good.
It's gonna be a death match.
good battle.
Yeah.
I would love to see that shit.
Are you coming up with new schemes to diss him though? Because last year was a good scheme. How you dissed
Yeah,
him.
your shit was harsh, man.
Yeah,
a little bit.
a little bit.
Wasn't that mean? It was just a short joke. You know?
It was a short.
You had
joke.
like a vagina routine, didn't you?
Oh, that
Yeah.
was for Javen. Yeah, that was just a short diss. Like, I got a vagina. That's it. That was.
And I don't give a fuck. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
damn,
yeah.
Dynamix.
I remember I showed Kay that routine like right before I did it. I was like, yo, look what I just came up with. And she's like, very nice.
It's good inspiration.
Yeah.
Step down.
Wait,
Yo,
what-
they helped me put together my routine too. Like, because I would test, because Kay's got a good ear, my wife's got a good ear, so I would test the routines on them and see how their reaction was, especially Kaylena's. So like, if there were parts where it looked like she was getting bored, and I was like, all right, I need to rewrite that part. I remember showing the intro, the first part to my wife, and she was like, okay, that's dope. Because at that time I was only starting out with the Eminem joint.
Joy Lucas?
Yeah. I was starting off with that joint. And she's like, "That's dope, but you can't start with that." And then so we were going through like my Philly crate, and she's like, "You should start off with Brand New Funk, and fill in the dead space with cuts, and do an intro that way." And I was like, that's a great idea. All right, let me put it together. And then I showed her, and she's like, yeah, that's it.
That's dope.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
That
It
is
takes
dope,
a
man.
village, guys. It takes a village.
Yeah, definitely.
That's dope.
And I know, yeah.
The only sad thing is that all you guys lost at the same time.
No. No, but I mean, helps a lot. Helps a lot to have like a team give you outside perspective. You know what I mean? Because they're not DJs. They're the audience,
Yeah.
right? And they're the ones whose attention you gotta get.
Mhm.
So it was like, all right, if
Now you play
if
for the
they
big.
can get it,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? It's not going over their heads. All right, cool. Then
Got it.
this will work.
What is the marketing value that you see from winning the 3 style though?
Just everybody wants to see the winning set, right?
Yeah.
Like people pay attention to the 3 style videos. Like I remember like going out and like meeting some of the world champs, and they're like, "Yo, I seen your video. Oh, dope." But like when you're the winner, that's the one that everybody focuses on. Everyone's not trying to look at second place. Everybody's looking at first
I
place.
don't know. I feel like they're looking at second place as well.
But not as much
That's
people,
true.
right?
Yeah. Mhm.
But,
And so when
I mean,
people
in terms of booking, right? You want to
Yeah.
book the winner. You don't want to book the dude in second place,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Depending. Sometimes second place will get some bookings. out
So
of
what's
it,
the
you know
word
what I
on
mean?
the street? What's the word on the street when someone wins? Is it automatic like tours set up where they're just like, yo, this is gonna be, you know, like
I mean,
your bookings are gonna go up?
At the very least, if you win 3 style world, you're definitely going on that tour next year to the other cities because you got to judge. You know what I mean? You got to do the promo like
Yeah.
events and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So
Because I see
there's
all these
definitely money in
winners
the
like
pocket.
overseas like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like J. Espinosa's been in Asia. I don't know how many times this year.
Yeah, he's been
yeah,
overseas
yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, he was like in Russia. I didn't even know like motherfuckers got down to like Sheck West in Russia. He was showing some videos of like some crazy shit. But that's definitely like that's
Yeah.
the kind of that's the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, right? Is
Definitely.
getting all of these international bookings.
But like context too, because even like the other competitors will sometimes bring you. Like when I first started doing like tours around the U.S. or like playing outside of my own city, it was because it was like other guys bringing me in. Like, yo, you should play my city. Why don't you play my party? When I come to LA, I'll play your party and stuff
Right.
like that. Yeah. So
You want that invite to like the playlist retreat and shit like
I
that.
definitely want that invite playlist retreat. What's up, Jeff? Yeah.
Don't worry, we wanted to.
When you get booked with clubs,
Yeah.
what are their expectations of you? Like,
That's
do
what I
they-
always ask. It's
Yeah.
like, what do you guys want to hear? They're just like, yo, just whatever, keep them dancing. All right, great.
Yeah.
That's
So they don't
that-
expect you
that's
to
the
come
goal.
in there doing like a
Sometimes
set.
they don't. Sometimes they do.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, but they'll let me know up front, like, yo, can you just feel free to get loose
Uh-huh.
and do some stuff. All right, cool.
That's got to be rough though.
But you gotta like balance that out.
Yeah.
Because you
Yeah.
won't really be able to figure it out till you're actually doing it.
Yeah.
And then you'll realize certain cities care more about the routines than the actual. It's
Party
different,
rocket.
yeah. It's just
Yeah.
it's always gonna be different, man. Like, and I
Yeah.
feel like you're not really gonna have a good grasp on what you're supposed to do till you've done it maybe like for a year or so, and you've gone to the cities and you're like, all right, now I got to figure it out. Whenever I go here, like if I go to Miami, I'm doing live. I gotta just work for the room.
Yeah.
But if I'm doing, this other shit in like Philly, I gotta really work for, like the industry motherfuckers that are here watching me and everything
Yeah.
like that.
But also like
Like a
staying
South by
on-
Southwest. Like
Yeah.
whenever I'm there at when I'm not there, but whenever I see videos of South by Southwest, it's like a complete DJ nerd fest.
Yeah.
It's like they don't give a fuck about, and the crowd is just standing there like watching the nerd fest happen.
Yeah.
And I'm always wondering, why is the crowd standing there watching this shit happen?
Yeah. But it's because they're expecting it, right?
Yeah.
But for a nightclub, the best thing about traveling too is you learn the regional records.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like playing in
Mhm.
Houston,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of like straight Houston stuff that I wouldn't know in LA. Like we don't hear that.
Yeah.
When I think of a Houston set, I'm thinking like, oh, like you want to hear like Mike Jones and UGK, but yeah, not only that, like they want to hear like Tops Drop. You know what I mean? Like I don't hear Tops Drop anywhere outside of Houston. You know what I mean?
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
honest.
But that's
Yo,
why
that's huge.
Yo,
huge out
it's
there.
so important, like
Yeah.
to set up relationships with DJs in different cities, because
Got it.
like you
Yeah.
don't know, like me being in Vegas,
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck what's popping in Miami.
Yeah.
Or
Exactly.
even Texas.
Yeah, or even
Yeah.
definitely Texas. Like when I DJed in Texas, it was like another world.
Yeah.
Or Atlanta too.
Yeah,
They have their
anywhere
own-
you
yeah.
go, man. That's why, like, I would always hit up DJs and be like, "Yo, what are they playing in that city?" Like, I'm not supposed. How the fuck does anyone know what's happening regionally? You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why you always like. I had so many homies come to Vegas and be like, "What are y'all playing out here?" And like, can you send me your playlist? Can you? send me a snapshot of what are the big songs out here. It's just one of those things that we all help each other out like that.
Yeah.
Like how the fuck is anyone gonna know what's really popping inside of New York or in LA or in Chicago or in Miami?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that you always have to do is you have to create that circle of DJs to like help you out along the way. Yeah,
definitely,
absolutely.
man. Those
Yeah.
relationships help tremendously.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the homies have like hooked me up with crates, and like I'd play off of that crate, and they just watch the whole city light up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What I played UNLV Drag 'Em in the River in Shreveport, Louisiana, and it's a mystical diss, right? Dude, at a casino where it's like general population, so like the age range is like what 25 to like 50, 60.
The older, yeah.
I played Drag 'Em in the River. The whole place was like going off on this just like regional record that is just.
It's a mystical diss?
Yeah, it's a mystical diss. And they're like, yo, how'd you even know this song? And I was like, homies from Houston. Houston and New Orleans are like sister cities. So like some tracks, you know, will work in both. Yeah.
I remember when I did Dallas, Texas, and it was not one of my best sets. It was like a super mega hip hop club. I remember back then, like the DJ was like, yo, Young Dolph and Little Boozy. Just keep playing all of that shit, and it was definitely a different style of DJing down there, and the way motherfuckers drop shit was like different. You had to let shit play. You know, I'm playing like Young Dolph, and I'm like, yo, one verse is good enough. It's like, nah, we motherfuckers want to hear the two verses.
They want the whole song played.
Yeah,
Bro, Texas motherfuckers, and they chopped and screwed. Everything goes slow.
Even me, like sometimes I was like quick mixing certain records, and I was like, damn, I should have let that shit run. Like. These motherfuckers are actually like mad that I'm just running through shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like different styles and different cities and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure, man.
Definitely.
So I want to talk about your like being on television. You was on Master the Mix.
Oh yeah.
How was that?
You was on with Tina T and JCO, right?
Tina T, JCO, Chris Carnes was on there too.
Chris Carnes.
Yeah. Incredible.
Did you enjoy that experience?
I did. Yeah.
You did?
Yeah. But you know what's funny about that show is we looked out for each other because they were trying to script. Sometimes they would like try to like cause tension between people, and we would fight that. We're like, nah, I don't know if I can do that shit. You know what I mean?
That's why that show got canceled.
Yeah, that's why. Like there wasn't enough.
Wasn't enough drama.
Not enough blood spill.
Like these DJs get along too much, man.
They too friendly. Fuck that.
In Love and Hip Hop, we get more shit out of one day than these motherfuckers in the whole season.
These DJs got too much respect for each other.
You auditioned for that?
Yeah, I auditioned for that. Definitely. Yeah, I didn't even want to do the audition. One of the homies talked me into it.
What was the audition?
You just show up and they just want to see you DJ. So I remember I think I did like a 1 and 2 minute set.
Who were the judges?
At that time it was you were playing for the casting director and the dude that created the show. And so he
who created that show?
And who was the casting director that knew what's a good DJ and what's not?
I know.
I want to know who created that show. Definitely wasn't a DJ, right?
I don't know.
I think they were both DJs too. But shit.
You came in second.
No. I came in fourth.
Fourth?
Yeah, I was fourth. Yeah. I was fourth.
JCO won, right?
JCO won, yeah.
Was Chris Carnes second?
Yeah. Chris Carnes was probably second, and then Incrediboy took third. Yeah, I got knocked out on a challenge where it was just like
Incrediboy?
Yeah. He's
from
New York.
New York.
Yeah, he's from New York.
Was he Asian?
No. He's
like a Puerto Rican dude, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I used to DJ for Lil Kim.
Sounds like an Asian DJ name, Incrediboy.
No, but
shout to Incrediboy. I'm not trying to say shit.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I thought you was like close, like you came in like second place.
I was fourth. It was no. You know why? Because I made it to the second to the last episode. The last episode.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah.
The last episode was the last three.
Yeah, the last
that
episode
show was hard to
three.
watch, man.
No, it was the editing of the sets was pretty bad. I think that was the biggest
It
complaint.
was awkward. The whole premise of the show was just awful to me.
I enjoyed it.
It was bad. It was hard to watch. Like when they would have to party rock, like this fixed group of like 60 people.
Yeah.
I just it was not. Yeah, I was just like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah.
Were you guys feeling that? Like, oh my god, what are we doing here? Or you guys, You actually
I was
enjoyed the
just-
experience.
I was just along for the ride. You know what I mean? I was just like, fuck it, let's see how far I can get in this shit. You
Were
know
they
what I mean?
treating y'all good? Like they had like a, you know, like
It was
the crafts table and everything.
yeah, they got
Yeah.
it. They got us. the
You was
craft
eating
table.
right. They was putting you in nice hotels and shit.
Yeah, we stayed at what is it, Shore thing in South Beach?
Short Club.
Shore Club. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, Shore Club. Yeah.
Did they? What do you call it? Did anything come out of that? Was there any like?
Oh
anything
yeah,
beneficial?
yeah.
Yeah.
So after
Like
that, I got 'cause
exposure?
that's when I got representation, and then I started playing more out of town stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So were you getting booked as Dynamix from Master of the Mix?
Yeah.
Wait,
what year was this?
2013. Yeah.
Oh wow!
So on the
Yeah.
flyer they'd have
Master- Master.
VH1's Master of the Mix.
This dude has
DJ
like a lot of
Dynamix.
Yeah.
like monikers, right?
Yeah.
DJ
The king of-
Dynamix,
king
the
of
king of
LA,
LA,
Master of
from
the Mix.
Master of the
For
Mix.
Master of the Mix.
Oh man. Red Bull 3-cell. Yeah.
Four-time,
5-time.
four-time,
Oh, 5-time finalist.
Yeah.
five-time, yeah,
You
regional
gotta update your
finalist.
bio, bro.
Yeah, I know. Let's see if I can get at least a national title in there. That's it.
What do you call it?
I'm gonna talk about having representation.
Oh yeah,
Or-
is that how you got? Yeah,
You said
you did
right
a
after.
screenshot.
Yeah, right after.
And
Right.
you felt it was necessary after.
Yeah,
The
because
show.
that. Yeah.
Wait, can you
it's-
start it up again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The question.
So you felt like after the show you needed representation.
Yeah, definitely. I just someone else that can take advantage of the momentum that's happening.
Uh huh.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like I'm on TV screens across at least the nation, right?
Right.
So I gotta have somebody that's able to reach out, and so my dude Zach Doncovio helped me out. He kind of took me under his wing, and he was kind of just like setting up these opportunities for me to play out. And then once the gig started rolling in, he put me in. He set up the deal with me and Sleeping Giant
Okay.
to get in. Yeah. And so Sleeping Giant started working me from there.
Ah,
Yeah.
Sleeping Giant.
Shouts to
Yeah,
Sleeping
yeah.
Giant.
Shouts
Shout
to
out
Fresh
to
One.
Fresh One.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, no, that helped out a lot.
So,
So you've been with Sleeping Giant for a minute, right?
Yeah, since 2000. Yeah, since 2013ish. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Damn, it's been that long. I didn't even realize.
Zach,
it's been
that
6
name
years.
sounds familiar.
Zach Doncovio. Yeah,
Yeah.
he used to be an agent at Scam.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
I couldn't think.
I remember Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, you're on what Sirius Radio right now, right? You're on.
No, I'm not
Pitbulls?
doing radio at all.
You're not doing anything.
Yeah, not doing radio at all. I got an offer to do it, but it just wasn't working out. They wanted
Yeah.
me to do the whole week, and I was like, nah, I don't want to do that.
You was doing Pitbull global. What's it?
I did a guest set. Yeah, so
wait,
all
wait,
my
I want to
radio
hear never
stuff-
say the word global.
globalization.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go. Never.
No,
on,
I did.
man.
Yeah,
Don't fuck
that
with me,
was a
man.
guest
My
set.
man.
That was a guest set.
You did a guest set there,
Yeah.
but you was on Power 106. You was doing.
I did the jump off. I did a few jump off mixes.
Those were pre-recorded, right?
Yeah. So like, there's only like a few times where I've been live on air, and that's kind of like super nerve wracking.
Is it?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah, because
How's that?
because remember I grew up in LA listening to LA radio. Everything was super clean, and on top of that, it was super technical. So that's what I'm used to hearing, right?
Mhm.
So like a lot of times when I would travel out to different cities, I would listen to the radio, and I was like, "Yo, wow, we're so spoiled in LA." I feel like, you know what I mean? Like being able to listen to that, like having all those dudes like Mello on the radio juggling and then cutting and then playing the songs. I was like, damn. Back then it was like, well, now he's making me want to listen to commercial music.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I always try to emulate that and try to put my best foot forward when I'm playing live on the radio.
So right now it's not like that anymore.
They still cut on Power. Like they'll still cut
Mhm.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not melody greatness.
That's
No,
what I meant.
no.
That's what I meant
No,
to say.
but
not
it's like-
dissing anybody. Not dissing
Yeah,
anybody.
yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
The
Those
trick
were the golden
mixing
years.
isn't as often as it used
Yeah.
to be.
Mhm.
And it used to be
Yeah.
on vinyl only. That shit was crazy. Yeah.
And it was on vinyl. Dude,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
super tough. Yeah.
I remember that.
All the good old days.
What the fuck you laughing at?
You remembering shit just makes me laugh.
Who did you guys listen to on the radio in New York? Like, who are your favorite DJs to listen to?
I grew up listening to like Red Alert,
Yeah.
Chuck Chill Out,
Yeah.
Marley Marl, Pete Rock.
Yeah. Oh, Pete Rock was on the radio?
Kid
Yeah,
Capri.
he was on BLS.
Yeah.
Kid Capri. Then like in the '90s, of Stretch Armstrong.
Yeah, Stretch. Margarito.
Yeah, Funk Master Flats.
Okay.
Enough.
Yeah, mhm.
Cypher Sounds.
Cypher,
Yeah.
Mr. C. Like,
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I feel like what they were doing was pretty nuts, like because of the setup that they had. Like if you ever YouTube like a Funkmaster Flex set from like
weird.
the 2000s, it's like the turntables are spread.
I feel like it's still like
across,
that.
Yeah.
It's still like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
There's like a lot of space between the mixer and the turntables.
Yeah,
man. Yes.
But back then it was like an older mixer. It was like a knob mixer.
yeah, there was just
and he was just
Oh,
I think it was a Yuri that was using.
yeah,
A rotary mixer?
Yeah.
Rotary, yeah.
and he was
Damn.
rocking that shit like in the 90s and 2000s.
Yeah.
Just fucking killing that shit.
Yep.
That's-
Cutting it up. Shit.
That's dope.
I was more shocked about that. Like I was hearing what he was doing on the radio, and then I was like, "Holy shit!" I saw the setup, and I'm like, "That's next level." Like I couldn't even do that shit and sound that clean on it, and then get on the mic, talk shit, and then push all the sound effects.
So did they do like cuts or anything with the like the line, the input switches, the phono and line going back and forth and cutting?
Oh, like
that?
transforming? Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to do that
Yeah,
shit
yeah. Mm-hmm.
for sure, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's how motherfuckers used to transform back in the day.
Before there was a curve switch,
Yeah,
right?
man.
Yeah.
They were just
Yeah,
using the line
definitely.
switches.
Everyone used
Oh,
to
yeah.
use the line in switch,
Oh,
the
yeah.
switch.
Did you guys used to like hold the record from the side of the record to scratch too?
I've seen a lot of DJs do that.
Yeah.
Me personally, nah, but I did see that a lot.
I still do that because I came up on belt drive turntables,
Yeah.
so I would hold the sides.
So your setup was belt drive. Which belt drives did you have before?
I had linear tech belt drives.
Man.
Yeah, and I feel like after a year the rubber band stretched out so bad. Yeah, that like I had to speed up to get to 0. I had to speed up to like +4.
Damn.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had started off on belt drives too, man. I had this Next setup. You ever guys ever heard of Next? I think
No.
it was a
No,
small
man,
company.
never
It was
heard
like
of
a
that
baby
one.
company of Vestax or something, man. It was like mad orange. But I remember when I made the transition from that to Techniques, I had to get used to Techniques. I was like, yo,
Oh, yeah?
this feels kind of weird. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I
just
feel
got
weird
so
on
used.
Pioneers. The
Yeah.
Pioneer turntable.
Yeah, I don't like those Pioneer turntables.
That acceleration.
Yeah.
You feel
Is
that
that what
though,
it is?
right?
I notice it, yeah.
When you let go of a record or when you're scratching it, the dish accelerates.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Catch on.
I
Yeah.
never noticed that.
you didn't notice that. I got
But
heavy
I
ass
don't
hands.
play on the PLXs.
There's a couple clubs in Miami that have a Pioneer,
Yeah.
and it was just like it would fuck up some certain mixes for me, or like not the whole night, but in the beginning I would have to just. It's like, and also when you try to I slow the records down by the dish.
Okay.
So as soon as you start slowing the dish down, it accelerates.
Oh, to like compensate?
Yeah, so it's compensating and
It's
it's
like
speeding
calibrated,
up.
huh?
So every time you try to slow down a record while you're mixing, it's speeding back
wow.
up. On the Pioneers, it's speeding back up. So you're like, holy shit, like it's going too fast now.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So it's like a whole different way. Like you have to kind of get accommodated maybe after like 4 records, and then you're like, I kind of got it. So I would when I work with Pioneers, I would stay away from the dish, and I would just work the pitch control a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because of that acceleration thing. Yeah.
Do you like playing on CDJs?
I don't mind it now.
Yeah.
I still think it's like, it's like, it's not, you're not going to get the feel as turntables.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get that comfortability.
Yeah.
I've been hearing
sure.
all this horrible shit about phases now too.
Yeah.
Like everyone's phases are the battery's dying.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
It's dead now. Like yeah. Like
Are
Is
you-
it at home? I haven't played out with it. Yeah, I have it. I just haven't played out with it. I still-
yeah.
still
Momo
haven't.
Momo was telling me even at Everyday People like it's been shorting out. It's
it
been
died.
losing
Damn.
signals. Yeah.
Man.
All right. Waiting for the next
Yeah.
software update then.
Yeah. Do not use them in the battle, Dynamics.
Oh,
we
yeah,
don't need
please
that.
don't do
okay?
that,
We
man.
need you to win.
Okay.
We don't need no faults.
Can I just tell you that I'm actually very proud of myself that I didn't buy those. Like I'm
I'm
actually,
with
I'm,
you.
I'm
I'm
kind
with
of
you.
feeling myself.
Yeah, like you don't feel like a dumbass.
I'm kind of like I feel like I saved $400 to $500 by not buying that shit.
You would have bought the 800 because you would have won 4.
Yeah, you wanted.
Yeah, I would have had. Yeah, so I
Yeah.
would have spent.
almost a G.
I would have spent a G on that shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud
But
of
I'm
myself.
very happy that I didn't, and I let all of these fucking crumb suckers do that shit. All you fucking early bird ass, feeling yourself scratching the vinyl in midair. All you fucking cocksuckers that
Throwing
did
the
that
vinyl in
shit.
the air. I remember that shit.
You little cocksuckers now. Like, how do you feel? You got to buy another pair now. Unless I don't think fucking
Nah,
Face
it's
is gonna
be a
replace that
software
shit.
update. No, it's gonna be a software update.
How you
Yeah.
gonna do a software update when the batteries are dead, yo?
They gonna
Yeah.
figure something
Yeah.
out.
Oh, well, we heard the batteries expanded
They
and all that
fucked.
shit.
All of you motherfuckers that hopped on it early, y'all are fucked.
Yes,
So when Generation 2 comes out, I might just hold off
on that too.
Yeah.
on that
On
too.
that too.
Mhm.
You might have to hold on to like generation.
I don't think
4.
they're gonna figure out till like, you know,
Well, they partnered with Serato, right?
probably to the end
Yeah.
of
So
probably
they'll-
the
they'll
end
figure it
of
out.
the end of Trump's second
Second term.
Shit.
Trump is not winning.
God save us.
2024.
after Trump's second term. I think they'll figure it out.
Like, you know what? We know what it was all this time. Just that Trump was on office.
I mean, if
Yeah.
they're partnering with Serato, I feel like they'll come up with
No,
a
but the
solution.
As long as
batteries-
Trump is in office, the phases aren't going to work.
Yeah.
Right. So as soon as Trump's
Supposed
out
to
of
blame-
office, so if Trump's out of office by next year or the year after,
It's gonna start working.
Maybe I'll
They
buy
got-
the phase.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I
I
hope-
think it's. I think the phase and Trump are aligned.
You know what I did? The audacity of FaZe. The audacity of FaZe. You start hearing all these fucking nightmares about it, and they decide to raise the price $100 above of what they were already selling them at. And I was just like, dude, y'all shit is exploding, expanding, whatever the fuck. And now you want to raise the prices more, which is crazy.
I think they saw the demand for it, and all of these cocksuckers on social media,
Crumb eaters, as you said. Yeah.
crumb suckers, whatever the fuck they are, they started just advertising how dope it is.
Fucking
It's like
peasants.
that eye surgery shit, right? No, it's like what's going on with the vapes.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, the
Everyone's like, yo,
jewels.
vapes, look, they're like puffing in the camera, and then like 10 years later, everyone's dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it took 10 years for people to start dying.
But don't you like my analogy? How I'm
I know.
comparing the face to
The faded
vapes?
to the vapes.
Jesus Christ.
Only on the Road podcast do I make these connections, bro. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Everybody's like, fucking crooked. What is he off on?
Ah.
Whatever he's on, we want to be on.
All you cocksuckers with your early bird
Fucking
phases.
peasants.
Go fuck yourself. You got to buy another pair next year.
You should have stayed with fucking the 447.
Man, have you guys
By the way,
found,
I'm not serious by calling everyone cocksuckers.
Yeah, we're just playing around. It's all jokes.
There was some pretty high profile DJs and
I know,
respectable
that's-
DJs that bought that early.
Dynamix is
Yeah.
one, and he's sitting right next to us.
You're not a cocksucker,
You're
Dynamix.
not.
Thanks.
Dynamix,
Appreciate
you
it.
bought that Road podcast shirt. You're not a cocksucker.
Did you buy
In
that?
front of your
Yeah.
stepdaughter.
Oh,
You-
yeah.
Dynamix is not a cocksucker.
No, he really did buy it. No?
K is
Yeah, I
like,
did,
why
I
are they
did,
calling my dad
I
a
know, right?
cocksucker?
It's just like,
Motherfucker.
No, it's just, dude, I was a huge Onyx fan back in the day. Like, I shaved my head because I was like trying to be like Fredo
Oh,
Starr
yeah?
and Bubba
Oh,
Ray
wow.
and Tupac.
Yeah.
Yo, I was like, I need to shave my head. And I shaved my head and I was like, yo, this is the best thing. I'm going to put nothing in my hair. I'm going to comb my hair in the morning, just wake up and I'm ready to go.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, nah, being bald.
Did
Shout
you
out
have-
all my bald people.
Did you have the
Yeah.
army
Yeah.
field jacket and all that stuff?
Nah.
No?
Nah. But I just had baggy pants.
Did you have a shaved head for Onyx?
I had mine. No, I'm trying to think. I had mine shaved
When did
before
you shave your
Onyx.
head? Oh, you did?
Yeah, 91.
When was it cool to have a bald head?
Like in 93, 94.
Jordan made it cool.
Was
I
it?
feel like Jordan.
Nah, Jordan
I
did in
felt
the
like it was-
early 80s. Late 80s, early
Mid
90s.
80s, like yeah.
I thought
He
it was
had kind of a,
Tupac.
didn't he have like a
I
light
think-
fade? No?
I think
like in the mid 80s.
I think in hip hop wise, you know who made it cool?
Who?
Puff Daddy.
What?
When he used to model for oh man, who's this Carl Kanai? He had like the bald headed. It was like the
Yeah.
style back in the days. Like Tyson Beckford had just started modeling back
Yeah,
then,
for
early
Polo.
90s.
Yeah.
That's like when motherfuckers.
There's
like,
got to be somebody else.
I feel like it was those
Tyson,
guys.
I do on being from the West Coast. I remember Tyson Bedford was like a big deal.
Yeah. He was
Like,
a big deal.
Chicks was like sweating him, and I was like, "Damn, he got a bald head."
yeah.
Yeah.
But it wasn't Diddy.
It was. Check out those old. Was it Carl Kanai?
I can't even picture Diddy.
Yeah,
When he
had
was
a bald
modeling
head,
for them,
everyone.
he had a bald
He
head.
was young.
So wait, when Don Dada came out, the remix, right?
Uh-huh.
With Biggie on it
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and Diddy.
Yeah.
He had the ball head in
Did
that
he?
video.
I'm not sure if he had the bald head back then. Like I remember seeing Puff like when he was on the parties, he was also modeling, and he used to be on like they used to model for the Source magazine.
I don't know. I don't think it was Diddy, man.
I think so, man.
And then Onyx came
And then
out.
Onyx came out. It was like all around the same time.
I don't know.
I'm going to give it
I
a
gotta,
Tupac.
I got to do some research on this.
Pac-
Yeah, even
Pac
Pac
kinda
came out late with the bald head before them.
Because he had the
after those guys.
He had the layered flat top.
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
He
I mean,
did
I just
probably-
grew up with around a lot of cholos, so I was like, all right.
Yeah,
I'll
Echo
shave my
Park,
head.
baby.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, my mom was like, you better not shave your head. Everyone's think you're a gangster.
Yeah, too short. Yeah,
That was some gangster shit, huh? When
Yeah.
motherfuckers shaved their head.
and the
Yeah,
long
especially
white
like
teeth.
when you first shave it and your head's all green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was green.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh,
'cause,
yeah,
like,
lights- yeah.
Yeah, because like but like a
Yeah,
part of
for-
the hair molecules, and then your like white ass head made everything look green. Yeah,
So you've been keeping that shaved head ever since?
yeah, I've had it since I was a kid.
Have
I
you
mean,
ever,
I grew
like-
my hair out a
Because
little
of
bit,
Onyx?
but
I like it.
I'm about to say,
yeah,
did you try to
I
grow it
mean,
back
but I was
out?
like, I did for a little bit. I had like a pompadour thing going on.
Yeah.
and I shaved
Did
it
you
back
also feel
off.
it?
And I was like, I don't want to do my hair no more.
I had a pompadour.
I remember,
I remember that.
I remember Crooked's pompadour.
Yeah.
Shit.
But then my face got bigger.
Then the pop.
Yeah, I don't know. You can't have like.
Everyone.
Yeah, you can't like. My face just got like wider. And when you have a pompadour, it don't look right.
Yeah, you
like
look-
when you have a chubby face.
no facial hair too.
Yeah, and then no face. Yeah.
Yeah, it made it worse.
Yeah, I need a facial hair.
Then I feel like the chubby bass player from a jazz band
Yeah.
with a pompadour. You know what I
Little
mean?
jazz band.
Like,
Put the Doc Martens on for no reason.
you can't dress in a t-shirt and sweats with a pompadour. You have
I
to.
don't know, man.
You have to have a button up or something else on. You look stupid.
So you got to be in a suit.
You got to be dressed to have a pompadour. Am I wrong? Like you can't have a pompadour and then have like like sweats and like a baggy oversized t-shirt and a hoodie.
I don't know.
It's been too long for me. I don't know. Yeah.
It's like you got like you have like you know what I'm saying or no?
I don't know. Nah, I don't. Yeah.
Y'all motherfuckers don't understand what I'm saying. It just looks stupid.
No, I get what you're saying.
Like it's too elegant of a look to just be wearing
Yeah,
whatever.
you have like
Be
this
casual.
this hairstyle that took you at least 5 to 10 minutes to do.
Yeah.
And then you have this outfit that looks like you a bum.
What made you? What made you get a fucking hairdo like that from you?
At the time, it was what 2011, 2012.
Who do you think you were?
like
Like,
It just happened. No, you just.
No, it just grew and it was just popping. I was just like, yo, look at this. Like my shit is clean. Like this shit is dope.
you were killing it, huh?
Yeah. But I grew up pretty much all like my life being like a crew cut, army cut, very simple, like get up and go kind of haircut. So at that time I was like, I was dress shirts. I was like,
Let me get the.
I was doing my
pom-pom.
shit and I was like, yo, like my pompadour is popping right now.
Is that
But
when
then-
everybody had their like press pictures in like tuxedos and
Yeah.
suits and stuff?
I'm a killer with this.
See, I never did press pictures in the pompadour. I should have, but
I
I'm glad
wish.
I didn't.
I wish there was a.
Oh, man.
If anybody got pictures of that, please send them over
Scooter,
here.
even like motherfuckers who couldn't grow their hair or like couldn't, like who were balding and shit, all them motherfuckers were mad at me.
They're like, this fucking
I knew they was
luscious
mad.
hair, just
I knew.
dropping.
Like Scooter would hate on me. He's like, you look like a fucking idiot, crooked.
No, you gotta do the
you
voice
look like
letter.
you look like a fucking douchebag, crooked with that hair. And I'm just like, yo, you can't even do this. That's why.
Yeah, you
Because if
can't.
you could do the pompadour,
You flip your hair as you say that.
it was nasty, bro. It got to be one of the nastiest pompadours
Knowing you,
in the
probably
DJ game.
I feel like Scooter had one at one point, didn't he?
He did. He had like a
Yeah.
mustache thing going.
He
on.
tried.
He did.
He
He had, like,
tried.
the-
Get the Wally
I remember
finger
that, yeah.
mustache going.
Yeah,
Little curly.
because he couldn't do the pompadour. He had to do
So he had
something.
to do something. So
To
he got the
compete with that
mustache.
He
shit,
put
yeah.
mousse in his hair. In his mustache.
Yeah, I was like, I had the slim face, but now my face is all fat. So I'm like,
You can get it back.
huh?
Just get it back.
Yeah. When I want it back, I'll get it back.
You should.
It's when
It was
on
clean.
your
That's what it
terms.
is. It's on my terms. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't a bad look.
It's on my terms. When I want to get the skinny face back, I'll get the skinny face.
When you're ready, right?
Yeah, when I'm ready.
That's
When I'm tired of being an out of shape piece of shit, I'll let you know. But right now, I'm quite comfortable being an out of shape piece of shit. Yes. I'm at home. I'm at home with it. You know what I mean? Like I'm comfortable.
You
with the
owning
shit.
it.
Yes.
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 Go ahead, Queen.
It's about self-love right now. Where's the self-love campaign for dudes like me?
Self care.
The self-love campaign. There's all this like there's no body shaming. Why can't I be like a chubby
The
out
dad
of shape?
bod.
Yeah, I think mine is
Oh,
worse
yeah.
than a dad bod.
No, yeah, you're there.
No, it's not worse than a dad bod.
Man, fuck both of y'all, man. Darren changed ever since he got his ass fixed. That's all I know.
Yeah. So he's fixed his butt.
People,
sounds horrible.
where's the self-love shit? Where's the man movement for out of shape,
They don't have
scruffy
one.
looking motherfuckers?
They
You
don't
need like a
have one.
male Lizzo.
Yeah,
There's
we
no
do
male-
need a male Lizzo. Like when Rihanna got thick and other girls got thick. Yeah, Drake got to get fat. If Drake gets fat, then we good. then that's the movement.
Yeah, who are the famous out of shape motherfuckers?
Biggie, we had Biggie.
Yeah. That's
that was a long time ago. There's no out of shape motherfuckers now.
Right now,
there's no out of shape.
Yeah, everybody got skinny.
Rick Ross.
Ross got skinny too.
Who?
He's not skinny.
He's skinnier than
No,
what
he's
he
not.
was.
Well, he's not skinny.
Wait.
Well, you guys work with him.
Rick Ross lost weight.
That's
He's
all.
not skinny. Nah. Do you understand what I'm saying? He lost a lot of weight, but he's not skinny.
He's skinnier.
You can't even say he's skinnier. He's
He's
lost
not even
weight.
skinny. He just lost some weight. He's still heavy.
Oh.
He's still big.
He's still big.
Yeah, but even motherfuckers, they say in comments, they shit on him in comments all the time when he be working out and doing that shit.
Oh,
But
I
if
know
it-
who. DJ
Khaled.
Khaled.
Yeah.
He got me.
But everyone be going off on men. They be like, yo, look at that fat fuck. Like, he ain't lose no fucking weight, da-da-da. If that was a woman, no one would say that shit. Am I wrong?
Yeah, just because we're men.
Where is the self-love for men?
But it's widely
Zoom
it's
into him,
acceptable
Peter.
for men to be overweight though.
Huh?
Like women like that.
What women like that
Oh,
for you?
there's
I
a
know
lot
plenty
of-
of women that like a little
They
like
love the
loose
husky
muscle on a
guys.
man.
Yes.
he said, "Yeah."
Look at that. 14 years old with
I've
the
heard
chubby
women
movement.
say like I like a man with a gut.
Yeah,
And,
they
like,
love it,
like that.
Kirk.
Like, yeah.
Embrace your gut.
Well, what movement is that? I haven't heard about this movement.
So I should stop going to the gym.
No. You keep going to the gym. Never. Don't listen to us. Never. You're in a great path right now.
You know what? If you're comfortable with where you are right now, then that's how it is. That's what it should be.
It's a chubby man. Like you keep a girl fed because you know how to cook.
I don't understand this movement though of
You
like
keep 'em warm
self-love,
and-
like
keep 'em warm.
self-love.
Yeah, you don't have
Guys
any.
don't need self-love.
It's
Nah.
because
Guys
we're
are way too
trained to
rugged
not
for
be
that.
soft.
Yeah.
We have to be.
No, guys are trained to be soft nowadays. You kidding me?
Oh, nowadays.
Nowadays, I don't know. But
If you're not soft, they're calling it toxic. Am I wrong?
yeah, I can see that.
no self love for men.
Yeah.
There's no self-love for
What did
us.
Chris Rock say? Like only.
Can you
men-
imagine me posting something about me with my shirt off and being like, it's taking me years to be comfortable with this body and I love who
I would
am.
pay for
With
that
like-
fucking post.
With like love,
Can we do that? Just a social experiment.
with
Let's
like
put
love handles sticking out.
Yeah, like the little gut over the.
over the waistline?
I don't
Yeah,
have
over the
I don't
waistline?
really have the gut over the waistline.
You
but
have to.
I have a little like the love handles.
Yeah.
If I did that picture, come on, motherfuckers would be in my comments like, put your shirt on. You fucking go to the gym. you fat fuck.
They'll be like, you know what, Crooked, you don't just live your life, man. Enjoy all that
I don't
fat.
think you
No
hear
one
me.
wants to see that shit.
No, we don't know. That's what we're gonna make it happen.
I don't like that
No,
double standard.
don't listen to Jamie. Nobody want to see that shit, man.
Yo,
I ain't
never
gonna
such a hater. You
fuck- keep it real, man.
never
Come on.
once. Look, listen. Whatever you're comfortable with your body, Crooked, that's all we're gonna support, man. You keep a girl. You're gonna keep a girl warm this winter with that gut.
That's a good way to put it.
That's a good way to
Next
put
subject.
Very nice.
it. Great way to dynamic.
No, but I want to know what the doubles. Why is there the double standard with the dudes though?
I don't know. I think it's gonna have to come.
Like
within-
shorties could gain a little weight, they could get a little fluffy, and then what? Well, with us, it's a problem. It's like, yo, look what happened to him. He
It's-
fell off.
I don't feel like it's a problem.
I
Nor
think
do
it's
I feel
a-
like
Yeah,
I feel like it's a problem with
No,
dudes.
man.
But I feel like a man's looks and how he's built has nothing to do with him getting women.
Yeah, I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. So for us,
Nasty. Yo.
for us, it's not. It's that's never a
Yo,
thing.
I hate this fucking false narrative you put on. Like you pull shorties all the time.
Oh, you'll be surprised,
Like he
buddy.
walks-
You sound like he's like fucking an overweight lover or some
I
shit,
am.
man.
I'm heavy D.
2019.
Yeah, you saw him at Neva's birthday.
What
you
was
saw?
happening on your
Yeah,
birthday?
that's a chair. You don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna keep it at that.
I know y'all had the worst swag surf in history.
And yes, we did, but we made it happen, and we did it for never.
It was epic.
By the way, you kept bringing that shit from the top. I was, I got the swag. I was there for 2 minutes doing the same shit.
Because you wasn't doing it right. I kept bringing it back so you would do it
You
right.
were laughing the whole time. You were not trying to make this shit better.
Wait, were they swaying in different directions? How was
No,
this?
he came on first, and I felt bad. I'm like, damn, he's
But
on
that was
stage
the
by
plan.
himself.
That was the plan to
Because
be
he
by
looked
myself.
awkward as
He
fuck.
looked awkward and shit. He just looking around.
I kept pointing at people.
I'm like, yo, let me get up there. And I think D felt the same way because he was like on the opposite side of the club, and we both came up there at the same time.
You know when kids get on stage, they look nervous. They do that thing where they kind of got to pee. You know, like shit, like
Let's put it out there.
that's what you were doing on stage.
I actually had a back issue too. I was up there dancing
Oh,
with
here
a
we
back
go.
issue. You just
Your
know, I
back
put it on
issue.
for the team. Put the
Your
team on my
back
back.
This motherfucker was like,
He was just like,
Nah.
I was like, yo, you watch wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't you do the what is that called? The Rock? You're like, yo,
No, it's the Hulk Hogan.
the Hulk
I
Hogan.
wanna
It
be.
is the whole
Yo, you got it like the right side. Ah, y'all suck. What about the left side?
You should have done the fucking swag instead of me.
Y'all want to? Y'all don't know how to swag. You should have done a little shoot in the middle of it.
Couldn't do
And
that.
then do the whole shit.
I would have died up there.
I gotta literally rent like what do you call that? Like a dance studio space. Have him look in the mirror and start like choreographing how the fuck he's gonna swag surf for the next one.
For the next event.
I'm gonna get you right. I'm gonna get you right.
Hey, we could do it.
I'm gonna get you right though.
Put that up. That'd be good content, right?
Huh?
Yeah.
Some dance classes with Jamie.
Yeah. I'm
that'd be
down.
incredible.
You should have been ready. You should have been working on that shit in the mirror, bro. That's all I know. This motherfucker was standing up there like, I was like, I'm gonna bring this shit back.
Yeah, that shit was painful. You bringing that shit back. I was like, yo, I know this. I was like, I know I had enough Don Julio, but I know this intro is not as long as this fucking
And
dude
then,
playing.
and then Tweedledee and Tweedledum came up and didn't help you at all.
Nah.
We helped them.
We put our arm around them.
Exactly.
Got a good little motion.
Exactly, yeah.
They went the wrong way too. You remember how he's like, if I say right, you go left.
Yeah.
They were listening to you. I kept.
Hey, we came out for you, Jamie. We could have left you out to dry and just stand there while he kept playing going back to the beginning of Swag Surf. And he would have done it too.
Yeah, he kept going for like 2 minutes. You and I got the swing. I was like, God
you know how many
damn.
shots in? We were already for night.
Josh, shit was crazy, bro.
The worst shit was me saying, let me show you. If y'all don't know how to do this, we gonna show you how to do this. And then I looked at y'all three. I was like, damn, they not showing me how to do this.
Yeah, it was great.
I was like, this is bad, man.
Bro, that night was fucking amazing. Great night we had.
I was like, that was bad, yo.
It was great.
If Momo was there, if everyday people saw that shit, they would have been that shit. They wouldn't let us in.
They would have kicked us out. They would kick them out.
We
His own
would
birthday.
have walked to the door at everyday people, and the door guy would have been like, wait, didn't y'all motherfuckers do that swag surf shit in Vegas?
Fuck.
Y'all can't come in here.
Yeah. So we're in the tug, but we're everyday people just chilling.
I'm gonna be like, I was DJing, but I didn't have anything to do with those.
No, you start from the top every time. Just
He
back.
was the DJ. He kept playing that shit. He kept going back.
Yo, Jamie, if you did a shoot like the Block Boys shoot, oh my god,
I
can you
would've
do
killed.
that?
I think so.
What do you mean?
I
You
just
think
couldn't
so?
do it that day because my back was hurting. Bro, I was like on some shit that day. It's like a few painkillers and Don Julio. I was like, shit.
Was you drinking?
Yeah, because we were at that shout out to Danny. He had the table, and then that shit was crazy. They were bringing the fucking
good time.
1942 bottles, like water bottles at a point. That shit was brutal.
He had a back problem. D had an ass problem. Everyone had a problem. Bro.
That shit was
And we pulled it
brutal.
together.
We got it. We got
No, you
to-
didn't. You barely got by. You lucky, like no one saw that shit. No one got a front view of that shit. No one got a front video of that shit.
I wish.
It was bad. By the way, you did look good in neon. You look good
Thank
in that
you.
line.
I appreciate it. Cheers to you. You're my stylist. You made me buy the Fashion Nova pants. You're like, we got to do this. It was great. We did it.
No, you did look good though.
Thank you. Man.
You should
Shouts
wear
to Fashion
bright
Nova.
colors more.
I don't know if that's a
No,
bright
like
color.
I feel like
You're wearing
bigger,
like a pink?
like the bigger dudes got to wear brighter colors.
I was wearing the neon yellow. That bright ass fucking color. It was great. Shouts to Fashion Nova.
No. Like when you like at my size or like me and Neva's size, the XLs, I feel like you can wear black and it's slimming. I feel like with you got to rock the color. You got to go all out.
I got to go all out.
Yeah,
Is
Really
color
good
coming back in?
color's been in, man.
Yeah, man.
We're all
No, I
wearing
mean
black
like,
shirts.
no, just like super bright. No, like
Okay, you not telling
No,
him
no,
nothing? You're not telling
She's
your
wearing
pops
black
nothing?
too.
no, but like the tie dye. I didn't like see the tie dye popping.
Oh, yeah.
Tight has been around.
Yeah.
Lime green, yeah.
I mean, I just got used to black. My bad.
Yeah.
Pause.
'Cause you a
Yeah.
DJ.
But
It's because you're a DJ.
No, I'm telling you, if you start wearing brighter colors, you look better.
We'll take your submission in and
I'm
we'll
gonna get you shot. We should do a makeover,
a makeover.
a makeover video.
Like the queer eye show on Netflix.
Yes, exactly like the Queer Eye show. Yes.
It's you three.
Yeah, I couldn't have found a good analogy. Yes, exactly like the Queer Eye show. Dynamix, thanks for sitting through
no,
this
it's all good, man.
Did you?
stupid conversation.
Yeah, I know, right? He was like, "This is what I live for."
So you were sponsored by Vestax, right?
Nobody want to hear that shit. They want to hear about Echo Park.
About gang life.
You keep claiming this gang life shit.
We do.
I wanna.
Silver
No,
Lake.
you know what the thing is though? I think with the Filipinos, they weren't doing the gang stuff after a while. I feel like, and especially around that area.
Yeah, Manny Pacquiao
Dude,
came up.
so the neighborhood that I was in, and like one of the rivals across the street, I didn't know those used to be Filipino gangs. Because when I got there, when I got into the neighborhood, when I lived there, it was all Mexicans.
Mhm.
You know what I mean, or Hispanics. And
But there was literally like one street away from each other, 2 different gangs, and they were like really killing each other at a point.
Yeah, it's
Did
bad.
the Filipinos get run out?
No, I think they just stopped.
They just grew up. They're like,
Yeah, they're like fucking
They moved on.
we're gonna just join dance crews.
Become nurses.
We're gonna start
accurate
breakdancing
as
more.
fuck.
Become nurses or fucking Jabberwockies.
Yo,
Jabberwockies or nurses.
that's
That
what
was
the
it.
Filipinos did, right?
Or mailman.
They're like, this shit is too dangerous. We should
Not
just
lying.
We can just
sell rum.
Peter, please fucking zoom in onto these 2. Yo,
let's cover our faces up, man.
put the mask on like Jabberwockies.
That's what y'all did, right?
Yes.
You was in a dance crew.
I was.
Yeah, you did.
Damn it, man.
What was your dance crew called?
No, I was not a dad. I was on a team in high school and in college.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We went to the same high school, so I'm trying to figure it out.
No, I was at yeah. No, we had a hip hop team at Marshall, and
Yeah.
then I joined one in UCLA too. But it wasn't like the Filipino dance group. I was in the Chinese one for some reason.
Jeez. Oh,
Yeah. But it was like
I feel like that's worse. That's like a downgrade.
no. Like, but it was a
not
Chinese.
joining
It was
no
a Chinese
Chinese
one,
dance group.
But it was like all of us together. Like the head she was like Japanese.
Oh,
You know what I
okay,
mean?
okay.
So it was like it was a multicultural, and then like Ben from the Jabberwockies was in there too, and he was doing choreographing.
Did you join the dance crew because you wanted to dance, or was it because of a girl?
Oh no, it was to dance.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be for a girl. I would have joined the dance crew for a girl.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have danced because I wanted to dance in my soul or some shit. Yeah. So you did that before you were DJing, or like at the same time?
When I was dancing at UCLA, I was already a DJ. Same thing in high school too. I mean, I was on the dance team in high school, but I was DJing too.
Yo, Filipinos love to dance.
Yeah, it's dance,
Or be
karaoke,
nurses.
Sing.
DJ, scratch.
All of these West Coast Asians love to dance. I don't see no East Coast Asian dance crews.
Yeah.
I don't see that shit
I
at
mean,
all.
yeah, you would have been one.
I don't think so. I kind of wonder if I grew up on the West, would I have been would I have gone into the gangs?
Nah, you'd
Nah.
have been involved.
Maybe not.
Yeah, your mama would beat your ass. She was not pretty, man.
I don't think I would have been.
Your mama
I just find it so fascinating to grow up in that whole thing
It's crazy.
because it's so different from.
I
New
mean, you
York.
could have been involved with gangs in New York.
But they weren't gangs. Like, there wasn't like the Bloods, the Crips, and
No,
all
but
this
you had
shit.
the fucking was it the what Asian gang in New York is
The Triads?
The Triads? Yeah, but
yeah.
that's like Chinese. Like, this, like they're not
The
just gonna be like.
Yakuzas?
Yo,
No, Triads are Chinese, right?
Yeah.
They're Japanese. No,
No,
the
Triads
Japanese is Yakuza.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the-
Japanese.
yeah.
I
There's
learned
no
that.
Korean gang. There's no Korean gangs that I know.
No, there's not.
Yeah,
Damn.
I should have joined a gang.
You should have.
I was getting harassed and beat up by Puerto Ricans and black kids every day. I would have definitely joined. You know what?
It would have been like how you learning. The Asian version.
I would have definitely joined a
Who was
gang.
Michael Rappaport character?
Remy.
The Asian Remy.
Those are that's like white supremacist fucking crazy skinheads, yo. Nah, it wouldn't have been like that. But if there was a gang that was like, yo, are you tired of getting fucked up? Like, yo, come run with us. I would have been like,
Yeah,
yo, I'm
that's
gonna
the
run with
Remy,
these
yeah.
motherfuckers.
They would have jumped you in like in colors. When they
There's-
jumped in that little boy, the little cousin, they would have jumped you in.
Yeah. I don't know if I would have done that. Probably after the first punch, I'd be like, nah, I'm good.
Just kidding, guys. Just kidding.
I don't want to be in your gang. I'm chill. No, thanks a lot, guys, for the
Thanks for
opportunity.
looking out for me.
Thank you for considering me, but nah.
Can you just stop that shit in the middle of it? You
No.
can't, right? Like,
I take
chill,
my
chill,
chances.
chill.
I take my chance with
Yeah,
the black
I take-
kids in the neighborhood.
I can never.
I got second thoughts. Yo, can we chill? Like,
They're
I
not
don't
too
wanna do
bad.
this shit. Yeah.
It's only 13 seconds, bro.
Huh?
It's only 13 seconds.
That's a long time.
You getting
for
stomped the
12
fuck out.
motherfuckers to beat some shit out you?
Yeah. You get
13
stomped
feels
out.
like
I wouldn't
3
have been
minutes.
friends with those motherfuckers afterwards either.
You fucking really kicked me in the face.
I was like, yo, you kicked me after the 12 seconds was up too, man.
13.
You was still kicking after 15 seconds, bro. I wasn't feeling that shit. Supposed to be homies now? You breaking the rules?
Little Snoopy? Fuck you. Damn,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm not down with that shit.
They would have called you Chinito.
I got called that all the time.
Well, that was your gang name, probably.
Nah, man. It wasn't that bad, but it was pretty bad. I mean, I would have maybe joined. Need some protection or something.
Yeah.
But here we go. I remember I used to carry a sock with the coins in it.
Oh.
Do you
It's like
remember
a
that
sock,
shit?
like Homie the Clown, like bopping people.
You gonna tickle somebody?
You don't remember that shit? Do you remember that shit?
Yeah.
I don't even.
Bro,
Sock
you
with
remember
coin?
that? You know how embarrassing you look right now? You from New York.
So you like walking around with a sock of coin?
Y'all put
Like hanging
blades
out
in
the
your
back
cheek.
pocket,
Yo,
like
son.
a flag, right?
I wasn't 20 years old carrying a sock and coins. Do you understand? I was like
When you were-
I was
when
like
you would get
6.
hungry,
I was like
you would
6
pull
years
out
old.
coins?
I was like 6 years old maybe, and I was like, yeah, I think,
Be like-
yeah, I somehow learned that, like, yeah, take the sock, you put in like some coins and shit.
And then when you get hungry, you open it and you get some money from it.
No, but I thought I felt a lot safer. I was like,
So
yeah,
that was
I
your
got-
weapon.
I'm a
As
kid.
a 6-year-old.
It's like Michelangelo.
It's sad because I
Turtles
think
get the
I
nunchucks,
think
the
yeah, I
sock.
think I tried to make a slingshot, and I couldn't make a slingshot.
I'm going to get
So I was
you.
like, yo, the sock and the quarters. And I think yeah. That
You
was
were trying to kill somebody with $5, bro?
I was like, oh, like, I don't know. Is that a problem, yo?
I've never
got a
heard of that
problem
before,
here?
man.
With my sock?
You can pull out your sock right now? Give
I can
us,
see myself telling my son that shit.
bro, this motherfucker's a box cut in the cheek and you with a sock. What the fuck were you going to
You're
tickle
gonna hand
this?
down the sock to your son. This is the sock that I used when I was your age.
With 2 red lines around
Like,
it?
yeah, this is how you flip the shit. This is how you flip it. You know what I mean? I do remember using it though. I don't
On
who? What
who?
happened.
On who? On
I don't
yourself?
know. I remember using it, and the shit bursted open, and all the change flew out of the socks.
That sounds super dangerous. Because then it's like stray bullets. Like hitting
Yeah,
you.
it's like a shotgun pellet, right?
Yeah, I'm
Dave
already
Chappelle said,
Yeah,
bird, what did he say?
birdshot.
Birdshot.
buckshot,
Buckshot, yeah. That was like a birdshot sock. What do you call those? There's a name for that shit though. The sock with the shit in it.
No, man. Nah, I never heard that
No,
before.
it's
Ghetto
just you.
nunchuck.
Maybe it was around the Homie the Clown shit where I was like, yo, you put coins in this shit.
Yo, dudes was really doing that around the Homie the Clown time, though.
The sock shit, right?
Yeah.
But they put flour in that shit.
I don't remember. I think. I
get
don't know. I remember dudes was just like
poof
doing it,
effect.
like hitting people. Like,
Do you know what was the worst shit ever? When motherfuckers were putting keys in their fists.
Oh,
Do you remember that shit?
Yeah.
it's when brass knuckles were.
I knew girls
Yeah.
that was doing that.
Yeah.
Keys in the fist.
That shit was fucked
Wait,
up.
you knew some girls that were doing that?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That
More
bitch
than
crazy.
dudes. Like a lot of girls was doing that.
That
shit.
was bad. When motherfuckers were putting keys in their
Yeah.
fists
Yeah.
and doing that shit. Were y'all doing that shit in the West Coast? Yeah, you were, right?
Some chicks. I knew some chicks. Some
Damn, so
pretty
my
down-ass
strategy
chicks.
was like some shit that chicks would
No.
do.
I just think that.
He's trying to play me
It was
out.
like a rape whistle.
First is motherfucking shitting on my sock protection. Now you shitting on my keys in the fish shit.
I like the sock
I know
protection.
a couple shorties that used to do that shit.
Oh, my God.
Fuck that, man. Don't try to bitch me out.
You got to protect yourself out here, man.
I know. Kay, I hope you're paying attention to all this.
He's like,
All of
Go
this,
home
this
and
wise
Put
ass
some
shit.
keys together. I'm ready.
you can start finding socks with change
I
inside.
know. I was like, oh no.
Fucking crooked.
I know. This is ending on a really dumb note.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
Dynamix, I'm sorry we're doing this to your episode. We have to. This is bad. This is horrible.
It's amazing.
Dynamix, thank you for coming
Yo,
through,
thank you
man.
for having
we
me,
appreciate
guys.
it.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And you can find this video on youtube.com/R.O.A.D podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get all the videos first on Friday.
Yep. And shout to DJ City, man. We out.
Yeah.
Peace.